Hey everyone, we're back to Court of Blades. We have the full team here for what is likely to be a very eventful evening. Our folk are clear of stress. They've taken their experience points and done wonderful things with them, and they know that they have a particular event that they are attending this session. Now, before we go into that, to catch Lorenzo back up from his various adventures that he's been doing off screen, I'd like to sort of go into some of the things that have happened the last two sessions, not so much the downtime, but the actual activities. Can anyone reach all the way back to 2 sessions ago to talk to Lorenzo about the frustration of the children with the trebuchet and how they were dealing with the house across the way? Anyone? Wow, lots of volunteers.
Come on, Bob. You do.
Yeah.
You guys
so, yeah.
I'll let Pete do the next one.
So basically, we got a call, Lorenzo. Well, we had a servant issue a summons. The watch had a problem with some street urchins who managed to get their hands on a fucking trebuchet. Don't know where they got that from at all. And they set it up, and they were in the process of setting it up on this roof aimed at this warehouse. So of course we go on over, we find out what's going on, and the young girl that seems to be the leader of the street urchins, she got shot and she was dying. So we sorted that out, and after a little bit of hocus knackery, the offending bolt that was killing this young girl went straight through the person who fired said bolt from across the canal, and it went and embedded itself into his forehead. We then kind of stealthily tried to get into said building across the road, whilst the street urchins dismantled said trebuchet and removed it. And when we were in there, we came across a warehouse style of bric-a-brac boxes, and at the far end was a table with 4 people. One was the man who put Hesperides' family in hospital and nearly left Hesperides for dead. And then there was 3 other jokers, which and so we commenced to dealing with those, where Pietro shot at me, Sasha then shot at me, Monty tried to fire a sandwich at me. It was a flaming hot cheese sandwich, I might add. Yep. So don't dismiss the burning cheese. And then Lorenzo, you weren't there, you were off doing something else, and I've written Lorenzo not there, thank God. What would he have tried to do to me?
This child died?
Nobody died, but the 4 dudes did.
Apart from them, yeah.
Why were they doing it?
Why were they doing it?
Why were they Cosimo's gang, basically.
Yeah. It's Cosimo's gang. Okay. So
unfortunately, Cosimo wasn't here.
Yeah,
but there was a box.
There was a
box with
someone in it.
Noises inside it. Yep, someone in it.
So we basically took the box back to our old abode because nobody would expect us to do that. At which Cosimo decided to come on in with a platter of food and drink, and we noticed who he was. but he ran off. Pete then tripped the silent alarm, which basically puts down all the cages and things like that Pietro put in place. But everybody apart from Mocklin and Monty, everybody else went down, because that's where they thought Pietro went. Monty decided to go up and came face to face with Cosimo, trying to get out through the upstairs barred window. And Monty then came down and broke the building's furniture, because
I rolled badly.
he was so Cosimo again got away from us. And then Hesperides came and we dealt with everything, and we showed him the dead bodies and all the rest of it. And then the last time we played our paramours.
So just one quick salient point. There was a letter that you received. If you remember that. That I just throw on up there.
Oh yes, the box.
And
the person in the box was Moon Delaval.
Yeah, but there was a document on there were a couple of documents on the table with the Bravos. One was a letter signed with a flourished L, which said, "Bring the murderess to me and you shall have a place." And we recognise this L as Uncle Loto.
Yeah.
So he was basically saying to Cosimo, I'll take you on. If you bring
That one is
me."
still secreted away in our possession. Yes.
And the other one was a diagram of Necropolitan Hill, with a symbol overlaid upon it with different locations marked, which were the locations of the previous murders, and obviously the one that we interrupted as well. And across the bottom is scribbled, "The end is nigh."
Oh, a lot of interesting things there. And then let's go into the following session.
So the following session, our paramours, all of them, were invited to a wedding dress rehearsal. And straight away, the paramours were getting a little bit, well, hang on a second, why would I be here with these people? You know, which, yeah, so one of the ladies, which is Isabella the Barbolini, she jumped out through a window and basically got and basically got assistance.
Using the sash as a rope.
So which one's that? Isabella or Lotta?
The Barbolini one. Lotta Barbolini. That's Pietro's missus.
Yes.
Okay. You know, pig dress.
Yeah. What happened to
her? So she jumped out through the window. Okay. Cosimo was in attendance. He came in and basically bolted the doors. His two lackeys were also there, and Ruby's bodyguard that Mocklin had hired, he unfortunately died. Okay. But some shrift work between Captain Jorah, Ruby, and Andrea basically sorted out Cosimo and the two Watsits. I can't remember what Isabella Labella did.
She
honest,
I want to say she did something that was,
I think she
like
did
something, and then she headed out the window too.
Yeah,
she was like, I'm not playing this game. and getting caught in this.
So basically it was Captain Jura, Ruby, and Andrea that basically took on the masked men. From the outside, though, what Lotta did was she went in to fetch our foxes and made them aware. They then started a fight up the stairs and basically got into the room.
Did Cosimo try to kill them, or was he dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cosimo was trying to kill the paramours, but it didn't actually turn out like that because, the paramours actually killed Cosimo. So we have one dead Cosimo.
We killed Cosimo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his intention was to poison them.
Paramours killed Cosimo.
So can I claim victory for that when I take it back to Senor?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Isabella was a little bit surprised that she got this call for this hey, to be part of this meeting with one of the most high-ranking wedding planners, because she's like, he's spoken for by the Senora still. So she was suspicious. She was just checking it out to see what's happening. Same with some of the others that are not as committed. But there's definitely a plan there to poison your folks.
How did Cosimo die?
I'm sorry?
How did Cosimo die?
Andrea sprayed him in the face with some, what was it? It was ink or dye or something. I can't remember what it was. She had a bottle or something, and then the foxes came through the door and shot him.
And I think, if I remember right, Ruby was in the midst of a actual sword duel.
Yeah, she managed to dodge some.
And
yeah, he was
there as well. Yeah. Yep. The probable intention was to poison them and then take the mask off and gloat, and whether or not the poison was going to be a paralytic and he was going to, or a long-term one and he was going to offer the antidote, all of those other things that could have happened went by the wayside. He actually didn't even get to monologue, which I'm still grumpy about to this day, because he had a long monologue to give them after they were
We can
poisoned.
give you a flashback to say it and say, really practicing in the mirror.
So instead, as soon as they twigged something was slightly off, the paramours went into absolute action.
More food is fine.
So let me move off of this screen where I was sort of showing Felix the different things that were going on, and instead, I do have a quick question before you guys join the procession from your family out to Necropolitan Hill, and that has to do with this lady and what you are doing with her.
I did still have a couple of questions.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Put her in the books. Put her back in the books.
Yeah, the team's not been very nice to her. I mean, she's been nothing but polite, and she's actually been slapped around and all sorts of stuff.
I mean, the box was rigged to detonate, wasn't it? It was trapped originally.
Yeah, it was.
We did have
to
deal with that first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you guys did that.
I have a question, which is, who ordered the murder?
With mic volume.
Sorry, my volume.
Mic volume.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Is that better?
A bit. Yeah.
No, still not good. Okay, hang on.
You sound good to me, so I don't know.
I was having a problem with this last time.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me try.
So while you're doing that, you guys are in your apartment when Lorenzo comes back in.
How's that?
And he sees Moon sat on the chair.
For me, it's good. Anyone else? How's Pete?
Is that better?
a bit. Well,
Any
it's about
better?
the same. So it's about
Sound
the
about the
same.
same as before for me, Pete.
You just need to move it closer to your mouth. Are you using the headset?
It kind of. Yeah, I'll try. How's that? Is that better?
He still sounds
Right,
good to me.
Input volume is maximum. Oh, hang on. How about that? Is that better?
Say something.
Oh, same.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Same as it was.
It's about 40% of what you'd expect. Hold it right next to your mouth.
I don't know why it's changed.
No.
It happened
That's a bit-
last night, didn't it? You were absolutely
know,
fine, and then something happened with your video and whatnot, and then all of a sudden it just crapped out.
Can you change your mic from the headphone to something else? Like the laptop
I can change it to.
webcam.
Is that any better?
Oh, that's a hell of a lot louder.
That's much
a lot
louder.
louder.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
All right, we'll go with that then.
All right.
Yeah, you're
So
hitting
that's
the
right.
top edge of the greens now, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Right.
All right.
So. Yeah.
Lorenzo,
So my
you walk
question.
in, you see the place is torn up a little bit because it still hasn't been completely cleaned up from somebody tore up a bunch of furniture. There's a box. There's a lady sitting, I think, tied in a chair, and your folks are asking questions. Go ahead, Pietro.
Okay. Yeah. So my question is, who ordered the murder of? And I can't remember her name. Uncle Oto's
Victoria.
wife,
Victoria.
Victoria. Who ordered Victoria's murder?
I think you probably can guess who I was very happy to remove such a competent rival, but it could not have happened without the inside support. The one who plays the buffoon, the one who drinks heavily.
Hey,
You
it
know him as
wasn't
Loto.
me. Oh,
I named
Yes,
him.
him. And why did his paramour, his his lover on the side, shall we say? Was that your order that she was killed, or Uncle Loto again?
If you were thinking of the young lady
Christina, is it?
with a relation to the Senora of Roses.
Yes.
That is tragic. As much as I would love to blame that one upon Uncle Loto, I fear that it that lays fully at my feet. The men that I had hoped would take him out of the picture as well failed.
Understood. Right. Anyone else got any questions?
What dabblings does she have with the supernatural? Like that reincarnation? Has that anything to do with her?
Reincarnation.
Not reincarnation. The demon that came out and was attacking everyone.
Oh,
Oh yeah, she said she thought it was a bit of a. Yeah, she said she thought it was a bit of nonsense to start with. So she claimed she didn't think it was actually true originally. Then when she realised it was, but then yeah, we pushed her on that, and then she was like, well, you know, she definitely tried to take advantage once she realised that there may be truth to it.
She definitely the way she was describing it for Lorenzo's edification was that she preempted this cult
Mm.
because she knew that a whole bunch of young people from the different houses were in it, and that she could then therefore blackmail them for their silliness. And so she got involved and started running it, and the next thing she knows, she was involved much more in it, and there was something to it. There might be some power involved. And then, sadly, the small tears that they were able to open to this other world was not something nice like fairy, but instead something was released that she was not too pleased about, if you remember from the letter. Okay.
I have a question.
And so, do you know? Oh, go.
So I look Moon deadpan straight in the eyes, and I say, in my opinion, you ordered the young lady's death.
Hey, I think I'm dropping out. Am I dropping out? I apologize.
You were frozen for a minute.
Your video is, yeah.
Yeah, I looked up and everybody else's video was frozen, and I was like, oh, why is everybody else's? Which really meant mine was the one that was down. Okay.
So I look at
We're back.
deadpan, serious look on my face. There's no whimsical facial gestures, and I say, Uncle Loto wants you, but you've also
Can't imagine why.
But you've also killed Christiana, who works for the Senora of Roses. You're going to work off, or you're going to go to Uncle Loto. I think at this moment in time, my question to you, Moon, is which would you prefer to save your own neck? Fall out of grace and become a lady under the Lady of Senora of Roses? Or take your chances with Uncle Loto, and with his temper and with how he knows that you know what you know, you're not going to be long for this world, are you?
And there's not a third way.
Yes. You can take my ceremonial knife and kill yourself. And then we'll give the Senora of Roses half of your body, which half I don't know yet, and we'll give Uncle Loto the other. Or maybe the good lady Sasha may have something else up her sleeve that might appease everyone, but then you'll be at her whim and mercy. And as much as I would love to be as gauche and Mocklin as possible, she does not like you.
I would cast myself at the mercy of the Senora of Roses if I had a choice.
Wise choice.
Okay, so then I would like to. What I want to do is I basically want to put a privacy bubble over her. We can hear her, but she can't hear us. So nothing fancy. Basically, just moving the air around her, Moon's head, so that she just basically can't hear what we're going to be talking about.
Why don't we just take her into another room and save you some stress?
Because she's a conniving little and she'll be able to hear stuff.
I was hoping you were going to say that you were going to swirl the air around her so that she'd suffocate. No? No. Okay.
I tell you what, I'll do that if you can reach a paw up.
Okay, so I think Pietro came up with a great idea to save you some stress. Not that I am trying to avoid that, but I think probably a good idea at this point.
Take her into a bedroom, tied to a chair far away from the doors. We move 2 rooms away. She's not going to hear anything.
You stuff your socks in either of her ears and then wrap my stockings around her head.
Oh, she'd
So
get
it
off on
stops
that,
their-
especially if the stockings
No,
are
no.
still warm. Yeah, well, whatever. I want her to have a completely private conversation with
Okay.
my fellows.
Okay, have your private conversation. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I mean,
she is wrapped up.
I say we take her over to the or get the Signora of Roses to come over and pick her up.
As much as I used to like her, and like any ex, you still have feelings, and it has been a game. It's turned very serious for me. I don't think she deserves what Uncle Loto potentially has in store for her. However, I do think for all the shit that she's put us through, and she brought Cosimo into the city, I think that she needs to pay for her crimes. Standard prison is not going to do anything. And after touching the Signora of Roses' neck, he's got potential to basically limit her boundaries. So that could be the safest and best option for her, and it gets her out of our hair.
And if she's
Well,
in
gets us
prison,
out of her hair, and also gets the the Signora of Roses happy that she's caught the person who ordered the death of her woman.
Yeah,
there could be
So,
somebody within the
yeah.
within the guard, within the national city, within the guard or the watch who is part of the cult who might let her out potentially as well.
potentially.
So let me.
And then when we grab hold of Cosimo, okay, and we sort him out, then not only will the Signora have the person who orchestrated, but the person who also killed Christiana. I'm sure her name was Christiana or something like that.
Something like that.
Cosimo's
Yeah,
dead.
well, I mean, obviously Uncle Loto wants hers because she can tie him to that to the murder of Vittoria.
Yeah,
Isn't Cosimo dead?
we don't know.
Yep.
We don't know that yet.
I thought you said
Your paramours, I don't think have told you yet.
Yeah.
No,
However,
No.
I'm going to go. And
Just as we're talking, the paramours come in.
We shift scenes. Instead of the Signora coming to pick her up, you have taken her to the Signora. Largely because I already have a PowerPoint slide that I set up for that, and so I'm like really excited to use it. And
Don't you love it when the plan comes together? Now, I mean, I'm not being funny, but she is absolutely gorgeous.
oh yeah, she
Pietro,
is.
how did you manage to not drool when we first met her, you and I?
So
Practice.
in the room, she is sitting roughly on the couch like that,
Roughly.
and standing to her right side as you are facing her is the knack that you know works for her.
Yeah, I nod.
And he stands up a little straighter when he sees you. And standing on the other side of her is Isabella Labella.
I wink at Isabella Labella. Without Lorenzo
Nods.
noticing.
She nods. And the Signora says, I see you have a gift for me. I assume that
Yes.
Moon is where she can't speak yet.
Oh, yeah, we gagged her and we put her back in the car.
Okay. I think that's fair enough. So actually,
Well-
I like that idea. So you guys have a box. You have
Yeah.
a box.
Yeah.
Okay. She says, I
So,
see.
Yeah. Allow us to present the puppet behind Cosimo's string. Sorry, the puppet master behind Cosimo, the one who ordered the death. And open the box.
And her eyes still shooting a little bit of fire because she doesn't like being tied back up and put in there. Out tumbles Moon de Lavelle into a very uncomfortable posture upon the floor at the feet of the Senora of Roses. The Senora stands and does a short turn around Moon. My, what a royal gift. And then she sits back down. So you say that this is the architect of the murder of one of mine.
By her own words, she ordered Cosimo to kill Ria.
Yeah.
I see. And for this, I definitely release you, my dear Lorenzo, from our bond of pledged matrimony. And she grins at you. She says, I assume that your feelings were elsewhere.
Yep.
And she chuckles at that. Says, I have news for you as well. And she looks up to Isabella. Or would you like to tell them? Isabella nods. She's, you may find some consolation in the fact that Cosimo Rossi is dead.
Hey,
Oh,
Ow.
fantastic.
Well, honestly, at the hands of some that you know.
I mean, dead. We're talking dead, not dead, not a dead hunchback.
It's
Or
right
dead.
now, he's dead too.
Something else.
tell
Says,
me, did he get pushed off a roof?
No, but he was stabbed and shot and put out. He was dispatched. Evidently, he had a cunning plan and a well thought out monologue that he never said. That was completely destroyed by.
That's burning you up, isn't it? Reviews.
But your canny paramours did not fall for his wiles. I must say that, and she points to Pietro, that definitely Letta Barbolini is very quick and agile and thinks well upon her feet. And
I've always
Jorah.
appreciated that about her.
And that Jorah, noble, I must say, immediately into the fray, not a second thought. Andrea, very cunning. And Ruby, definitely put her life on the line. All of them physically fought Cosimo and his men. If you haven't seen them yet, when you do, tell them all that I look forward to seeing them again soon.
So I'm
Where,
gonna,
where did this happen? Where are they now?
That's a good question. So, in all honesty, as your GM, I would say that probably after this happened, they went back to their various residences, which you probably just missed them just for GM fiat and being able to do it this way. So they are probably prepping themselves for the event this evening. That a couple of hours away, you guys are going to be part of the torchlit procession leaving the gates, going out to Necropolitan Hill, and they will be a part of your family's entourage, if invited. And Isabella says, I think that, Lorenzo, we have a decent amount of catching up to do.
yeah. But I'm just interested in what if you have any words for our captive.
I have enjoyed assuming your position. I have enjoyed working within House Lavelle and providing all of their information to the Senora. And I have been doing so since I was your simple assistant. Moon's eyes are just, she's not revealing what she's thinking on that. I think probably Isabella was hoping to get some reaction out of that, but there's nothing there.
Right. Okay.
We will take it from here where it comes to this person. Unless you have any instructions, requirements.
She is cunning. She will never give up trying to escape, trying to manipulate you. Be extremely careful.
But make sure you put her to work.
Or a quick death.
Very good. I suppose at some point I should let you speak. She looks down at Moon. She says, but not yet. Says, to the hold. And a couple of men come in and drag her out. This is one of her barges. So she is now being removed to the hold. And she nods to her knack and follows. And within minutes, you can feel Mocklin, the swirl of magic, as she is being carefully cocooned in protective spells to keep her from escaping and doing anything else. You feel fairly confident that she is at least neutralized at the moment. You think probably the worst, the scariest portion will be when they actually let her have her mouth, let her come out from the gag, because that's when she's the most dangerous. But they're not letting her do that right now. Okay. With that, let us decide how you guys are going into this. What I'd like to do is treat this like a what am I saying? An engagement, because it'll at least give us me a bit of an idea of where you stand on the situation as you move into what you know that there's the potential for disruption of this this burial. You know that there's also political intrigue that could be a part of it. You also know that just Necropolitan Hill itself has some ill repute from some of the things that you've seen. You know that there's any number of factions, including the chaotic faction out in the bay, that could easily, there's all sorts of things that could go wrong. So as you go into this, I know it's a bit mean to ask about what sort of plan would you have in your head to best protect the interests of yourselves, your house, and Ilrian. But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, my biggest concern is we know that there's only one sacrifice left required. That trying to make sure that doesn't happen is probably Monty's biggest concern, and we've got the map, and yeah, that's probably his biggest concern about someone taking advantage to get that done at this event.
I think we also have to say that at the end of the day, the 5 of us are not going to be able to hold this in one piece alone.
No,
We're going to
no.
need the watch, and we're going to need our little urchins.
And the foxes and
We're going to need, we're going to need the help of everything we've got.
Verities.
The
Paramours.
people.
Absolutely.
They'll be with us
Right.
anyway, so
Are we
Absolutely.
doing this by deception? Or this is if it's a funeral procession, isn't it? Then it's
It is.
transport.
Mm.
do we know where the burial is going to take place versus where the last sacrifice needs to be from the map?
Yeah. So you think if it is a geometric thing, and if it as it appeared to be, that it would be roughly on the opposite side of the big necropolitan hill. And
Right,
when
so we've got no reasons that the coffin's going to not have Corvetto's body in, but another street urchin, and there's going to be something that's going to bleed her out. So we don't need to worry about that. So that's one thing off of my mind.
Okay.
I mean,
bear in
what
mind,
else?
we also showed the map to
Hesperides.
Hesperides
Absolutely.
suggested he increase security
on that area. So I think, I mean, no, I'm not going to think it. I'm going to just say it out loud to the rest of the coterie. I don't give two shits about this house anymore if Uncle Loto's going to play these type of games. However, we do have duty to the city and the denizens thereof. So I think we need to do whatever we do. We need to make sure that we put that first above everything else.
If he's concerned about reputational damage, we're not the ones who've done the damage. It's involvement in things like this.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but he's left a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can we feed him some misinformation, like by responding to that, sending that letter back with a response, maybe?
I was thinking about actually just walking straight into his rooms and go. We found Moon Delaval, and she's somewhere that you'll never be able to put your hands on her, and she's confirmed the fact that you got your own wife killed. So congratulations. I've now got a target on my back, but I know what you've done, and I'm not going to say anything as long as you don't come after me.
Oh, I like the idea of sending him a letter. Something like, murderess secured, meet me on the roof, signed with a flourishing L.
Pietro's trying to make up for all of his lack of roof pushing. I get it.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too late, Pietro, though, to do that. I think Sasha wanted you to do it a long time ago. Actually, that's a very good thing. We can forge that signature.
We can.
I think that's a fantastic idea, and I think Monty's just the man to be able to do it. I'm liking
I will
that.
try.
Let's send him a letter saying exactly that, and let's see what he does. Who's going to meet him up on the roof? Sasha.
So what I'm going to ask, what I will ask is in the sidebar over here in the chat, if you guys would put in there roughly what you want to say, and you guys can sort of chat amongst yourselves of Discord or whatever to come up with wording. However, that will take place post the procession and the burial. There's just not quite enough time to knock that out now.
Okay.
Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. And we are in the engagement role. I don't really care so much about the plan because I think that I get it. You guys are there because of your social connections. You're stealthy about what you carry. I don't really care so much about that. What I want is that raw number that gives me an idea in my head of where you are as far as so I can just gauge how well to set you up.
Yeah.
So if you can come up with something, that's great. If not, I think probably you guys know roughly that something is going to happen on the far side of Necropolitan Hill. And Necropolitan Hill is giant. We're not.
Yeah.
This is a mountain. So whereas you may have gotten an idea from the kids in the trebuchet throwing some stuff down that it's a smaller ring hill, this is a massive area.
So we've got what connection is more social, isn't it?
Yeah.
So one thing we've got all these different factions that we're quite favourable with the elections.
That's fine.
So
I think that's great.
What's great?
I'm sorry, what you were saying.
So what we could do is just send them out in small parties all over to the places that we're expecting there to be trouble, so that they can pass it back to us.
Absolutely.
All tooled up and everything, and then depending on what actually happens, we can do a flashback to it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
So I like that. So if you're using social, so your connections, and that is sending out the city guards, alerting the watchers, sending out the urchins, just everything you guys possibly can do to get notified and find out where this is before something happens.
But also all tooled up and ready. Is the trebuchet still around?
I'll let you have a luck roll on that in a little bit.
Do you know what I
because,
think?
There's some large crates positioned around this place as well.
Yeah,
where you can sort of faintly hear snoring from inside them.
Bears
Apart from when somebody
bears.
goes past with a honey sandwich.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We've got favour with Houses Minor, and we've got 3 favour with the Outsiders. Why don't we cash in some of those favours to get them to assist? Or doesn't the favour work like that?
Yeah, you can use it like that type of stuff. I don't mind. As far as the Outsiders,
well, I'm thinking about getting the Mercies in there because, well, the Mercies are a +2. So we get.
And they've already lost. Yeah. And they've already lost one to Argos.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
Yes, they have.
So if we get the Mercies in on this, okay, even if we just use one favour to increase for them to actually have a presence, okay, then that might be a good thing. And I'm thinking also Lorenzo's connections with the city folk, like the tramps, and I'm assuming the buskin isn't like people who do buskin.
It's the panhandlers, the beggars, I think, if I have my book in front of me.
Well, I thought that was in the tramps, but
I'm sending them out in ghillie suits.
But yeah, but maybe the buskin and the tramps get those involved so that they're on the other side as well. So we have a huge contingent.
So we have a plan, and I'm not going to let you plan anymore. I'm going for the roll. So I'm going to say, is this bold or daring? And we've always said it's bold and daring, but anything that has to do with you guys.
Yeah.
So you get a die. I don't honestly. I'm not going to take a die away from you being complex. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts, but the action is very basic. If you see something, come get us. That seems pretty dang simple. Does it leverage your house's strengths? I think it does, because of your relations with the minor houses and your relations with all these groups. So I get 2 extra dice there. Can friends or Yep, 3 extra die. Will this endanger or reflect poorly upon one of your paramours? No.
I've got one for artful trespass. If I look at that map, if I look at anywhere that's potentially been highlighted or has got like particularly thick walls or areas around that might be hard to look at or get to, I want to see basically keep an eye on that, because then we get a +1 die to the engagement roll for acting on that sort of information if I can get anything out of it.
Okay, so one more time on what that is. It's
I'll paste it in the chat so you've got it. It's artful
got
trespass.
it. Survey rolls.
I mean, ideally, it's either if I can do it in person, but if we're not there yet, then
Okay,
I'm going to use the map.
So you guys have 4 dice at this point, because I'm going to say that survey is also all the people that are surveying.
Okay.
And I'm happy with that.
Mhm.
Pietro, do we have anything else that we're missing? The waters which we swam. Any other?
Let's have a look. Yeah, so water in which you swim is a +1 to engagement rolls.
Okay.
To be honest, we could use the lady's blessing, but I don't think it's. I think we might want to save that for a roll.
That sounds like a
during
good
the
idea.
I think
encounter.
save that.
So
The
we're at
library
5?
gives us a +1 on a related engagement roll.
I mean, we could use a matter of charity. You're friendly with the beggars and downtrodden of Ilrian. You may use them as a source of information. Pay 1 influence for a 4 or 5 result on any gathered information question, or 2 influence for a 6.
So let's gather information.
Yeah.
I haven't given you a big gather information because you sort of know what's going on here. So I think that really we're at 5 dice in your favor, but I am going to take 1 die away because your enemies are interfering and they are powerful. All right. So
can I
think
just
there's
ask, before you round up, you've got another bullet point, other factors, house location,
Yep.
etc. So if we're going to be calling in favours, do we get any additionals? Because those are the factors, those are the favours that we're going to be calling in. So do we get any extra dice from that? Because it doesn't say anything. It just says other factors ?
The water in which we swim does that, gain 1 die
Yeah.
to engagement rolls. I think that
Yeah.
if we've covered that one.
Yeah, so we've sort of, I think we've covered that. And 4 dice is pretty darn good, right?
Well, 6 would
Surely.
be better.
Surely when Christine rolls, it's going to be...
Huh? What? No.
You won, Uncle Loto won that roof, so you're going to have to roll for that.
Part of me's thinking Monty wants to go dressed as Cosmo, but I think the number of people he's pissed off, I think it might be a bad idea.
Yeah. You might get a knife in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see the roll, and then we can start working through all those wonderful flashbacks and things like that.
Oh God! How many dice am I rolling, and what are they?
46.
4 6-sided dice.
4 6-sided dice.
Oh,
There's the 6 you
there's
wanted.
a 6 and a 5.
That's the 6 you wanted. So you will be alerted in plenty of time. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so let me move you guys down to something you've seen before, which is sort of the artwork showing Necropolitan Hill and all of its glory. The procession winds out the gate. It's a somber event. All the city's best and brightest have at least sent a contingent.
What time is this? Is it dusk, evening?
Yes,
afternoon?
yes,
Okay.
it's dusk.
Dusk.
As is customary with burials in Ilrian, it is at the end of the day to symbolize the end of the life.
Yeah.
The You see at the front of the procession is a very forlorn-looking young lady in black. Tita de Corvetto is surrounded by her advisors and mentors who now rule her life, as she is in charge of House Corvetto in name only. You see behind them House Lavelle, among whom Isabella is marching along, as she is a part of their house. There's probably about 10 or 15 from each house, except for Corvetto has quite a few more. And then your house is directly behind Lavelle's, and so it goes in order of ascendancy, followed by the proletariat, the Bakers Guild, and then some of the others who send forth folks because they want to be represented as well and taken into account. All told, there's close to 1,000 people that gather up the side of this hill. They have decided to bury the Corvetto and his wife 2/3 of the way up in a large mausoleum that he evidently had started well before his death. You can see that the security is not just the security that you put out there. There is a big contingent of the military. Leading this in a position of honor is a certain Jorah, who is he is taking it very seriously. He's pointing out the different places for people to go, and you can see that he is remarkably calm with the stress of it. I think the stress seems to ground him and almost makes him a more mature human being as he sort of grips this command that he's got and makes it his own. You can see that there are commoners who have come to watch from the edges. You see that quite a few of them have gathered up towards the top of the hill where they can sort of look down and see this amazing event. And garishly, the hawkers have shown up to sell meat pies and drinks and things like that to the crowd, as you truly expect, though they stay carefully back from the overall party so that they don't get in trouble for that. In this grand grouping, as you move up, you see the coffins are carried by members of the house. They start to enter the mausoleum, and you can hear the priestess of the lady who is intoning something sonorous. And then there's sounds like a disruption. Immediately all of you sort of go, what? Something's not right in the crowd. There's a ripple through the crowd. And by the time the word sort of gets towards you guys, it's that supposedly someone off to that side of the crowd saw a ghost, which is, of course, amazing, scary. Wow, people probably freak out. And then there's another ripple through the crowds. Ghost, something scary. This happens a couple of times, and I will let you guys think about how you're responding
Uncle.
because.
Uncle.
Go ahead.
Calling on Uncle. Grandpa.
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 What do you want to say to him?
Are you actually calling Grandpa?
No. I'm calling you to call Grandpa.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask, do I sense a build-up in the supernatural?
Yeah.
I do.
Your knacky sense.
Yeah.
It's not a spell. It's not a spell.
No.
It's that feeling you get when Grandpa's near, but 100 times more.
Yeah, you're always aware when the supernatural draws near or when arcane power builds up in the vicinity. Okay, so I get a +1d on your next action roll when acting on that knowledge. Yep. So basically, my spidey senses prick just as Sasha says, Mocklin Grandpa, or just Grandpa. Sorry, don't want to put words in the cat's mouth. And I instantly look to see where Grandpa is.
He, over the last couple of days, about week, I'm going to give you this now. Grandpa has looked a little bit like he was fraying.
Okay.
He looked a little more feral.
Yeah, ever since he had that command from Sasha that long time ago, he's been declining since then.
But he's not too far away from you, leaning on a gravestone and sort of looking around like what's going on. You hear some cries from one of the far sides of the crowd, and there's a sudden push of people into your group.
Okay, so I turn to Sasha and I go, "Yeah, Grandpa's fine. He's next to us. He's just casually standing there, wondering what all the kerfuffle is. Would you like him to do something?"
Is there a ghost around? He might want to investigate for us.
Oh, there's definitely supernatural around. Definitely supernatural around. There's something building.
What does he say?
Oh, I can tell you that, Lorenzo. You don't need to be a ghost to be able to sense the supernatural building in an area. I'm intrigued to find out what it is because we can't fight what we don't know. So I need to find out what it is so that we can then quickly do something about it. But if you want Grandad to go and investigate, that's absolutely fine. He might do it if Sasha apologizes and says that she will be his undying ghost bride when she passes.
So,
I need
sorry,
a luck
Grandpa,
roll.
but that's not
Is this Grandpa Beetlejuice, is it?
Yeah. I'd like a luck roll from you, Mocklin.
What?
Yep. Just
What?
a straight
Is
up
this
luck
just
roll.
so that I don't get a twatting round the side of the head when Sasha sees me laughing?
Probably.
I got 4, so
Okay.
it succeeded.
It's above the halfway mark. There's someone by Grandpa.
Oh, okay. Who?
Is it Victoria?
Yes, it is.
Okay, in which case I bow and I say, "Lady,
So
you're not
are
supposed to be here."
in a crowd that is sort of roiling. There's some pushing and shoving. There's cries from some of the guards. Something is going well wrong at the outside of this 1,000 people that are gathered around you.
Okay. Pietro's going to start moving to the edge moving to
Okay.
the outside of the crowd, in the
Are you
direction where the disturbance seems to be coming from.
Okay, so you're moving that direction. That happens to go across this set of graves that are these tumble down graves where you sort of have to use a little agility to get through, and Grandpa is leaning there with Victoria.
Yeah, so
So
heading towards him then.
Yep. So you don't
Then.
see him, but Mocklin, who is following you, is perfectly. Actually, you know what? I think Victoria is going to make herself visible. And that's going to cause a problem as well for the people in your local area around you. So
Is Uncle
there's
Moto nearby?
Ooh.
Uncle
We should
Moto,
be with the family, shouldn't we?
A dice roll on that.
he is not incredibly far away. In fact, you can see, the top of his head a little bit further up the hill, not maybe 30, 40 yards, with a group around him that is sort of pushing away the crowd, keeping them from knocking him over. Victoria doesn't look right from where you saw her last. She looks, the best word is feral. She looks like she's holding herself together and is shaking a little bit, and her hair is wild, and what was the clothing upon her is ripped and weird, and there's trailing vapors off of her, and she sees you and she waves you towards her, your group.
Okay. I'll head over that way.
Yeah.
It may be too late. The seals are breaking. I can't. And she turns away from you, sails into the crowd, and sinks fangs into some commoner and tears him apart. Granddad sails away as well and tears apart someone. There's now screaming and yelling, and now you're understanding the screaming and yelling that's coming from all around. The ghosts are not just apparitions, they're killing people. The crowd is going nuts. At this point, you see one of the urchins has wormed their way through and says, "We found it. We found it. They're in a chapel on the far side."
Quick, take us there.
Quick, get the trebuchet. Open fire. I grabbed hold of Ruby's hand and I went, "You might want to come with us."
I want a group roll to get through the crowd. So I need someone to lead this roll.
I can do maneuver.
When you say
and then
get
others.
The crowd, what do you mean?
I'm sorry?
Do you mean make the way through the crowd?
The crowd is seething around you and rushing down the hill, and you could get trampled to death.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
So
Pietro's going to step forward. He's going to shout, "Make way! Make way!" Do a sway roll.
Okay. So you're going to aim for the sway roll.
Before you roll, Pete, because of my open mind, you get a +1 die to the next action roll when acting on on the knowledge from the supernatural. You also, because I spoke to Lady Victoria and she warned us, we also gain a +1 effect. Oh no, that's only for communicating with anything non-human. So ignore that.
Okay,
So you just get a +1 dice.
I'm going to use my ability. When you push yourself in social engagements while consorting or swaying, you can gain both 1 effect and 1 dice.
Okay, so that's good.
Instead of one or the other.
Yeah.
So everyone else is going to make the sway rolls well. Those who succeed will give you a dice, and those who don't will give you a stress.
Sorry in advance.
Okay.
as you are leading this maneuver.
Okay, go on then.
All right, everybody make a sway roll. Who was that? That was
Yay!
That's mine.
good. So you get a
Well,
die.
Rockland.
Is it risky, controlled, desperate, fortunate? Does it matter?
It doesn't really matter at this point. Let's just make the roll, and then we'll go from there. So you're making a sway roll, Lorenzo, to help out. Okay, that's a success. That's fine. There's an extra die.
Three.
Who? Monty. Oh, one stress for
Sorry.
our leader. Okay,
Okay.
is that everyone?
No, I haven't
Lorenzo.
gone.
Lorenzo.
Is, can you? I went to go and get the drink. What's the sway for? What are we swaying?
You are assisting a group roll to get through this crowd and not get trampled to death. And Pietro is leading it by trying to sway people out of the way by yelling to make way.
Okay.
And there's another stress, Pietro.
Thank you.
Now
Okay.
you can make your roll with the extra dice and let us see if you
Yeah,
guys
so
avoid
2
the
extra
trample.
dice.
And bottom line, if this is a failure, you probably are all going to be taking a wound of some sort as you're trying to force your way through.
So it's desperate.
Yes, it is. But it is. You will
Effect.
get your. Yeah, you'll be controlled. I mean, not controlled. You will get through.
Standard effect.
Standard.
2 bonus dice.
Let's do it.
I'm not going to take stress on that, so it's a success.
What? There's a success. I think when you get to the other side, you have been separated in the crowd. And it's going to take you a little bit of time to meet up with each other and the urchin to lead you. So on a separate page that I'm not showing you yet, I am going to tick off a clock. There we go. And then I'll go back to where you are. The clock has been ticked. Okay, so you guys take a little bit of extra time because you got separated in the crowd, but you make it through. No one's hurt. You meet back up with the urchin and start proceeding around the backside of the hill. You can see that there are spirits probably within view. You think you probably see maybe a dozen drifting slowly along until they get anywhere near a group of people, and then they speed up and move towards the group. And you hear the screaming and so forth. So far, you are threading your way through without any issue. I would like another group roll to get where you're going, avoiding these spirits. Who would like to lead that one?
Do a skulk roll.
Okay.
Skulk's
You wanna
skirmish
lead
or
them, Skulk?
maneuver.
Monty, would you like to lead the skulk?
Can do.
I mean, out of all those, I've got skirmish more than any of them.
2 in skulk.
To a
Yeah,
skulk?
2 in skirmish for me.
I don't have
I have no skulk. I have no survey.
I don't have
That's
the
fine.
group action skulk ability, which means I can't take more than 1 stress. But I don't have it, so I can lead, but I can try and lead the skulk.
Okay. So everybody make a skulk roll, and we will see what you do for. And if you don't have anything in it, you still are rolling a die. Look at that. So we're seeing Pietro with a success. We're seeing
Oh no,
You're
take
taking-
the lowest of the 2.
4. It's still a success.
Still a
Oh,
4.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So you now have you've
2 stress.
pulled off 2 stress, and then we need Sasha
No.
and
What?
3. So you get 1 extra die to your roll from the success from Pietro. and let us see how well you guys sneak.
Is it desperate, this one? Or?
Oh yeah.
Well, I get when I roll a desperate action, I get plus 1d to my roll if I also take minus 1d to any resistance. So I'll do
Okay.
that as well.
Fair enough. I hold you to it.
2 bonus.
2 bonus.
It was almost a 6, and it rolled onto
There's
a 5.
the 5. That's not bad. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's not bad.
Well, if you get through without being torn to pieces, it's
Yeah, that's a win.
that's a win.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just dropped that by accident. Back on that call help. Okay.
Pearl Theatre.
Yeah, I know. It's like I was moving it along trying to put it on something else, but I failed on that. Okay. You
really
move
like
across there with your 5. What we will wind up doing with that is once again hidden from all your view. I am going down to a clock and simply saying it took you much longer to do than it would have if you had a 6. And you move across. There you see outside of there is a mausoleum that is, I don't want to use the word large because that is such a terrible descriptor for role playing, but you think that it probably was a chapel at some point that is fairly derelict. There are dead guards outside, like city guards, city watch. There's a dead urchin, which is terrible. And you also see a dead soldier that look like they have been mauled by a wild animal.
And
At this point,
this is the last ritual site, yeah?
I don't know. That's what the urchin said. This is where they saw people going.
Right.
And the one who's with you, and he takes off when a spirit drifts out of drifts out of this chapel and on down the hill. And then another one drifts out of the chapel. Then there's a pause. What do you guys want to do?
I think we've got to go in.
Yeah.
Let us do this. So
I was going to say, do we actually have to? Because if this is the mark on the map for the last site, then blood's already been spilt on it. Because there's dead bodies upstairs.
But is there any way that we can? Is there any way we can shut it down? This is what we don't know yet.
Yes. So let us pause there to take a short break, and we will come back to the game in about 5 minutes. Everybody hit the restroom, grab your drinks, and we will be back to the terror of this very shortly. You descend a couple of a short flight of stairs into a room full of columns. There are some lights that have been set out. You can see ahead that there's been some disgusting killings. And then you hear some screaming. And let me really quickly change something here that I need to go to. As a incorporeal spirit seems to be tearing into some cultists who start pelting your direction. with this thing behind them.
Well, they probably triggered it, didn't they?
Hmm.
There's never a good cultist. They're always bad cultists.
They really love the good one.
Do we want to be spilling blood in here? That's the question.
And you can see that there are other cultists spread out in
Sure.
this room.
There's a book.
Yes, there is.
Sasha,
Now we were
darling.
told that the only way we could stop this was to use the I can't remember what the name of the book was, but there's because that's where the ritual was. So I think
Book of the Deep. Mm-hmm.
yeah, if we try and deal with the cultists and keep them off you, Mocklin, can you see if there's any way of turning this around using that book?
I suppose so. Go on, then. Let's
Very
get
well.
to it.
Hey,
Lady Sasha,
if there's
can
any
you
way-
put down some covering fire?
Anyway, saving your dad, your granddad.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can't save him,
Who is?
Pietro. He's already dead.
Well,
All right,
maybe
save
it'll
him from
prevent him
yeah.
from eating any more people.
Yeah. That can't be good for his diet.
No, especially that last fat person that he just chugged into. That could be the wrong fat.
Wasn't Uncle Loto?
Ooh,
And
was it?
with-
I didn't see.
Let's see here.
Should we put a wager on? 2 crowns that it was.
Yeah.
No, it was not. Right. So this guy right here is that I'm pinging succumbs to this creature and is no more. Okay. You guys'
Now,
turn.
I
What do
seem
you
to
wanna do?
remember. I seem to remember that way back when Mocklin advised us on certain herbs, alchemical products, metals that we could use that would be useful against spirits.
Did he?
Can't remember.
Well, the spirit is doing good work. It's killing all the cultists.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I
but-
do believe it
When
was
was that?
clover up your rectum would stop evil spirits from entering. Yes, I said that. Not once did I ever think, Pietro, that we would be in this position.
Okay, well, if that didn't happen, I'd like to take a flashback.
Okay.
I thought you'd done that for the last time we were on this hill
That's what
when
I
we were
thought.
looking for the
Yeah,
seven
that's what it
veils.
was. Yeah,
You
Yeah.
told us to use silver bullets and stuff.
Yeah, you
that's
did.
right.
Yeah, you did.
that's, okay, I wasn't imagining this.
I will assume that you guys each have a
I also
moderate
told you
amount
the only way
of
to get rid of the
silver.
bracelets was to cut off their arms. But you
He
found
has
another
told you a
way
lot
of
of
doing it.
That's not so useful in this situation, though.
What do
It
I know
does
about
tol-
spirits?
It does plague you that he has told you lots of things.
Yeah, I know. But this one actually was useful at the time, I recall.
Yep. Absolutely. I think you have some. I would say that each of you has a handful of silver bullets,
Mhm.
and
Or in my
once you
case, silver shotgun shells.
that you do. I like it. Silver pellets, wonderful. And what we'll do with that is I'll let you each roll 2d6 for how many shells you have.
But don't attack the spirit unless it comes after us.
Oh, who rolled that?
Me.
Pietro.
Okay. Lorenzo's got 7. So, Pietro, those are your fancy shotgun shells. Monty, That's one die for somebody. Okay, got it. All right. So you guys have a good keep it handful of shells. I'm not going to be ridiculous on different weapons and things like that. I would say, aside from the awesome shotgun, the rest of them are interchangeable. Okay, very good. The cultists on that side are screaming.
I got 8 bullets.
There you go. There you go. Do you even have a gun?
I have a single shot pistol.
There you go.
And I have
and
another
you have
pistol.
8 shots for it. There you go.
Why are we trying to shoot it anyway?
Just
You're
so there's a
simply
ghost.
Sorry?
Yeah.
arming up.
We
Yeah,
can be ready,
just in
but I
case.
think we should let it kill the cultists.
It's in case the ghost comes at us.
Yeah, otherwise leave it.
So the cultists over by the book,
We
are they running away or are they defending?
They are now.
Okay.
There's another one coming. Okay.
In that case, Pietro is going to get a bit closer and shoot at this one.
Perfect.
With an ordinary bullet.
No, with a silver shot.
No, don't use your precious
Boom.
silver shots on them.
No,
They're
that is
flashing blood.
that is a ghost. That's a ghost.
Yep.
Take
Oh,
out
that's
the
a ghost.
cultists. Take out the cultists.
No, the cultists are running away.
Your enemy's
I'm
enemy is
leaving the cult.
your enemy is your friend. Kill the cultists first, then the ghost.
Yeah.
What?
They're
No.
distracted. They're distracted. Do we want the cultists surviving this?
To
So
try
you're
again.
yelling back and forth to each other. But I
Well,
think
I'm
there's not
shooting
a-
the ghost. I'm shooting the ghost.
Boom.
And as Pietro
make
shoots
this
the
roll.
ghost, I say to the ghost, kill the cultists, leave us alone. Okay, scratch that. We're in for ourselves.
Okay, make that
Right.
roll, Pietro. What do you want
Position?
to do? It's going to be risky. You're not right next to it. It'll be standard because of the silver instead of limited or worse.
Ooh, nice.
Look at that.
There it is.
Boom. And with a flash, this thing disappears.
Right. Cool.
And the area echoes with the boom. All right. Anyone else? I see Mauchlin's making a move towards the book.
Yeah.
You want to do anything extra, Mauchlin?
Yeah. Just as an option, how much stress would it take to just waft my arm, and basically use the air that's in here to basically push all of these back to somewhere else? Just these four that are in front of me. So basically,
I will
to get them to there.
I'll let you push them 5 squares on the map for 1 stress.
Well, each of them 5 squares, or collectively 5
Each of-
squares.
Each of them 5 squares, whatever sort of
1,
whatever direction.
2, 3,
And if you
4,
want to slam
5.
them into walls and stuff, that's fine. And
Can you throw them five squares up in the air and then let them land hard?
Yes, I can.
yes, you can.
Yeah. At which case, then I just go get out my way, and I literally just go like that.
Whoop.
Okay. And the air just boils underneath all 4 of them, and I take the 1 stress, and then I maneuver to here and grab the
I'd like
book
to
on the way
roll.
past.
I'd like to roll to see how successful your spell went. You burn the stress to do it, but I'd like to roll to see how successful it is.
Risky, standard.
It's risky, and it'll be standard. Yep.
Okay.
And note to all, He has taken a stress.
It's not like me at all, is it?
No.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
what'd you get?
So I got 5 for 4 and a 1. So it's not a crit, but it's a success.
Okay, so they all are taking damage off of this. So that's they're not going to be causing problems. They flew up in the air, they got dropped, they are hurt. None of them are dead, but they're all nicely hurt. Okay.
Okay. And I grabbed the book.
And you move where you want to. You've got the book.
Yeah, I got the book as I was moving through whilst they were going up in the air. So I've got the book and I'm here. And I go, flick through the pages. Can I read it?
Yes.
Excellent.
It is a book of history, and it appears to be detailing the construction of this place several hundred years ago. And there's a couple of pages in a detailed description of how to open a secret door. It involves going to the statue and shaking its hand.
That's a big hand.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Which one? Left or right?
It doesn't say. It's some sort of cryptic. Advance to the statue and shake its hand. Okay, next person. Lorenzo, what are you doing? What about your monkey?
There's a bunch of them here, is there?
Oh yeah, there are. They sort of don't know where to go. They saw the ghost over there. They saw the ghost on the other side. There's a shotgun blast. They look pretty terrified. They don't look like they are like evilly holding swords and pistols. They look like a bunch of dumb, overdressed socialites who were doing things they shouldn't have been doing.
In over their heads, basically.
Way over their heads.
So they're not in any. They're not really danger to us then.
You think probably backed into a corner? They might be.
Okay, and am I aware? What's the? He's told us what's in the book, and
nope. I mean, he's way across the room from you. He's glancing down, scanning it, and is trying to decide what to do. So this is, what are you doing in this particular set of time?
I'm leaving the ghost to kill the socialites. I'm not bothered about them. I'm not worried about them in the slightest. So I'm just going to shout what's in the book because that's the only other point of interest.
Okay, you can yell what's in the book, and you want to respond, Rob or Mocklin?
Yeah, Mocklin looks up, writing, and then goes back to reading it.
I'm not going to do.
Felix, you've gone blurry. Oh. We got to set your camera so it gets you a little bit.
There's not much else to do, so I'll just let the ghost kill people.
Okay. Do you want to move around at all? It's up to you.
I'm ready with my gun. I can't see.
Oh yeah, you got your gun. You're ready to go.
There's not much else to do that I can think of.
Very good.
Okay. Monty's going to go over to where Mocklin's bits and pieces did his bits and pieces with the other cultists. Oh, if that's all right.
Sounds good. So what
And
are you
he's
going to
gonna-
do again?
He's moving over to the cultists that are in pain on the floor.
Got it.
And he basically says, if you want any chance of getting out of this, give me information about who's running this and where they are.
It's the dean. He's down below. We don't know what he's doing. But the left pinky of the statue will wiggle and it opens some stairs.
Left pinky, Mocklin. I didn't say I'd say.
Meanwhile, you do see two spirits have wandered back
and I was
down
muted. So just as Monty tells me it's the left pinky, I go, "Oh, guys! According to the passage in this book, you've got to shake the." Excellent, Monty. You've read this novel before.
Yeah, I have the collection.
I love it.
Right, I take
Okay.
the book with me.
Sasha hasn't gone. Let's deal with Sasha, and then our two animal friends. So start thinking about what the monkey's doing, Lorenzo. Sasha, behind you, coming down the stairs towards the monkey is a spirit, and you see that there's one on the opposite stairs as well.
I am going to turn and shoot the one that is directly behind me.
Okay. Let's do this. It's going to be risky. It's going to be standard because you're silver.
Okay, and I shall take a little bit of stress to add a dice.
Are you really? 2 stress for an extra die. That's a lot of stress.
Oh, hey, you know.
Okay,
just for an
let's
extra.
do it. Let's do it.
Why
I
not?
love it. This is what it's for, right?
Yep.
And that's a 4.
Yeah.
Okay,
3 of
so
them.
you put you put it down. In other words, the bullet that you send through it causes it to swirl and go completely to a swirling mist that dissipates. So damage, whatever it is, you got it, and it is now gone.
Okay, I'm going to then move forward, if that's okay,
Yep,
towards where Pietro is.
absolutely. I will say that the low score on that instead indicates that the monkey was so scared that it rushes this direction and is fairly close to that cultist. Your puppy dog, you can now tell me where you want it to go, and then I'll ask Lorenzo where the monkey goes.
I want the puppy to follow me.
Okay. You basically say heel, and
Heel.
your whip it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Lorenzo, where do you want the monkey to go?
So the monkey will throw its exploding nuts.
Exploding nuts.
Down to here. A whole handful, so that these cultists run in towards the ghost.
Okay. There's a snap, bang, 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 right in front of all these guys, and he turns and starts running this way. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to make you roll. That was something that you had come up with before. Got it. This ghost moves forward, and this guy is now gone. And this one's going to run this way, and so is this guy trying to get away. These guys are all hurt. Okay. Let's move back around. Pietro.
Okay, Pietro's going to run to the left pinky of the statue and shake it.
Wonderful. And so let me... It does. It moves.
Hooray.
And stairs drop down right where you're at, causing you to almost stumble. Okay. And let's move to whoever wants to go next. And by the way, these bodies are suspiciously small.
Children
Mm-hmm.
or midgets.
Probably midgets.
I'm going to
Makes
run
you feel
down. I'm going to run down the stairs.
Okay, you're sprinting to the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, where are you? Just put yourself on the stairs, and I'll move you down in just a second. And you'll be the first one that comes out on the far side. So you can put yourself right on the stairs, Lorenzo. It's fine. You rush right down there. Okay. And Sasha. What do you want to do?
I'm going to leave the ghost to take the cultists on, and I'm going to join them running downstairs.
Okay. You can take yourself.
With it in tow.
Can you not move? Yeah, you can. Okay. And then Mocklin.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That
Ooh.
spirit
Hello, spirit.
recycles right there.
See you later, spirit.
Got it. You're out of there.
Yeah.
This spirit is now moving amongst the fallen, broken bodies, and is sadly doing his thing. Okay. I think that leaves us with Monty, who we haven't talked about what he's doing. I think he's probably going to sprint down as well.
Yeah, gonna go round the other side of that column.
I don't blame you. And I
Yeah.
assume that you're going to call the monkey and the whippet, and life
Yes.
is good.
Yes,
And you
synchron
all-
sitting with the monkey as I'm running past. Going, this way, this way.
And you guys are all going to pile down the stairs
Yeah.
into the Undercroft.
Ooh.
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 And so we will put you guys sort of on the stairs. Put yourself on the stairs, and roughly you're running down the stairs order. I think Lorenzo is in front. Put yourself on the top little set of stairs, if you don't mind, Mocklin. So
What,
over
is that
here.
not the stairs that we've gone down? Ah.
Yeah,
So
you're up.
that's the ones
You're
that we
over
got
here.
there.
You're over here. You're over here.
Okay.
Yeah. It is an open set of stairs. You can see out across an empty round chamber. In the empty round chamber are 4 cultists with rifles who seem a little more staunch. You see a man with an eye patch, a vat of blood, a book, a dead body in a glowing symbol on the floor. The person with the eye patch launches a stream of sharpened air at Lorenzo, who's in front. Mocklin, you can see it. Lorenzo can't.
Okay.
Okay.
My special armor is resist a complication related to magic cast written badly, cast against you or your coterie when I am present.
Okay,
So,
mark that off. Burn your armor, and he will. Okay, so describe that, how you block this magically with your special armor.
Okay, so basically these, what was it? Shards of ice?
No, it was sharpened air.
Sharpened air. So these things have sharpened air, which nobody else can see but me, because it's magical. They come hurtling up towards Lorenzo. So I do what I think is best. I basically stick my hand on the sigil of House Toper. Okay. And I basically go shield. So I just say shield. Okay. And then my hand basically brushes out across the whole of the coterie. And the sharpened air now becomes visible when it hits the shield and tries to penetrate through to Lorenzo.
Okay.
And that's literally all that I've got time to do.
Perfect. Because of what he has done, throwing up the shield, you can now all see that there is a spread of sharpened pieces of air. I mean, it's the weirdest thing to see. It's like a ripple in the air, like you're suddenly able to see a zephyr or a gust, but it's sharp. And they're racing towards you guys. They hit the shield and slowly start pushing through. And then with a pop, disappear. However, at that point, you hear a bunch of gunshots as the rifle-bearing bad guys fire upon you. What do you do, Lorenzo, to avoid the shot that's coming at you from this guy that he's aiming for a gut shot? He's just trying to go center of mass, but he's aiming a little low.
Well, I'm not fast enough to miss a speeding bullet, but I did see him aim at me. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, absolutely. So what are you doing?
So I'm going to cause a distraction.
Okay,
Yep.
absolutely. So you're going to distract him away from making his aimed shot. Got it?
No,
And this might. Go ahead.
What am I going to do?
I just said it. I'm so sorry, Felix. We got a slight delay, and I keep jumping in. Go ahead.
So I'm going to set off some fireworks on my arms and my legs. So I'm just going to cartwheel off in this direction to take these guys are going to, as soon as I see someone lifting up a rifle, I'm just going to start cartwheeling off in this direction with fireworks
down the stairs.
Shooting out from my arms and my legs.
So you'll need to stay on the stairs because they're too high up at that point. But if you want to go ahead and move yourself down a little bit, depending upon your role, you might
go down a step, or
just go down.
So I go down
a third of the way, yeah. Depending on your role, you may distract more of them than just the one that's firing at you. Okay, so make your roll to distract these guys.
Come on, Felix,
and let us see what happens.
You can do it, Felix.
Because remember, in this.
So wait a sec. If I can only go down like 1 or 2 steps, I'm not going to be able to.
No, you can cartwheel right down there. Boom.
So I'm using a wreck roll. Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm also using my party crasher.
Ooh.
Which is once per errand, any flashbacks where you have arranged a distraction or employed mayhem cost no stress. So that allows me to have the fireworks and everything.
Okay.
When drawing attention to yourself, take +1 effect.
Okay, so this will be to great effect. If you succeed upon this, you will distract all of them.
So is this
what they're doing?
Is this risky?
It is desperate, and it is it will be great effect because you raise your effect. Okay.
Great. Here we go. Do I get any bonus dice for this?
You tell me. I'm not hearing any extra bonus. Do you have a lucky charm? You have anything you want to
burn? Yeah, I've got. I could use lucky break or something. I'll leave that for the moment. I'll just.
All right, take it. There's the 5. Okay, wonderful. So it's a good success. The shot bangs out and misses you entirely as the guy is shocked at the sheer audacity of the cartwheeling fireworked man. I love it. And way to use the flashback like that to have fireworks all over you. I'm going to say with that 5 that a second of the guys turns and fires at you as well and misses, leaving only 2 more to fire up at the team. You have drawn off 2 of the attackers. If you'd rolled a 6, I would have given you all of them. So, Sasha, you're next right there. The shot will probably hit you upper torso. Maybe you might get lucky and get a shoulder type shot. This one's going to be, it's a large caliber rifle. Probably don't want to get hit by this.
No, I'm looking to curl up in a ball and roll down the stairs as fast as I can.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Make your roll and then put yourself about halfway down the stairs after you've made your roll, if you don't get blasted. So what are you going to use to do this?
I think I would be trying to use maneuver. Traverse quickly and skillfully. Yeah?
I'm going to give you an extra bonus die because of the spectacle that Lorenzo just put that's causing still some distraction upon the guys that are shooting.
Okie dokie. It's risky.
It's desperate. You're going to get blasted if you fail.
It's desperate. Standard effect?
Yes. You will get about halfway down the stairs, rolled in a curl.
Okay. And I have
it's going to be
additional
bruising.
dice.
Yes, you do. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. So I will say you can get down halfway down the stairs. The 5 is that in that roll, one of your pockets pops open and you're going to lose half of your silver bullets down onto the floor down below. They just tumble out. Okay. So you'll probably be able to collect them here in a minute, but just so you know. Let me then say what happens with the next shot. That's important. The next shot is going to go towards Pietro. This one's a headshot. This guy is made of sterner stuff. It's this kid over here, and you see that with the fireworks and everything else, he had picked his target. He's settled in, and you can see he takes that breath, lets it out, and starts to squeeze the trigger. What do you do, Pietro?
Okay, so coming down the stairs, Pietro knew we were going to be in for a fight.
Yep.
In his hand, he's got a flash pellet.
Very good.
He's going to throw that down. Big flash, cloud of smoke, and then he's at the same time he's going to duck down and head to the side.
Perfect. So, do you have the flash pellet as something on your person, or is this going to be another flashback?
I'm gonna pull it out of my equipment. So I'm gonna add it. It's something I've used before, isn't it?
Yep,
So,
I think so. I think it is.
Yeah.
Perfect. Poof, that goes off. Let's see if you have distracted him enough not to get whacked in the head.
Hey. So position. Desperate.
Desperate.
I would hope.
Absolutely. Yeah. It'll be standard if you can make it.
And yeah, I'm going to use my lucky charm because, to be honest, I think it's worth it.
And this guy
I really don't want to get hit in the head.
Yeah. There's the 6 you wanted. Perfect.
Yeah.
So bang, it goes off and it hits. It probably would have hit you, but you have moved rapidly. And because of the 6, it does not hit Monty or the puppy dog. Okay.
Nice.
Well,
puppy dog's around the corner.
Yeah, no, the monkey.
Oh, is that the monkey? Oh, that's the monkey. That's the monkey and the puppy dog. I read Monty because I don't have it zoomed in close enough. So neither of the pets are hit, even though they're right behind you. It just goes right above the monkey's head and smashes into the wall. It's a thick lead pellet that pancakes out and falls off the wall. And the monkey picks it up because it's shiny.
It's monkey's
All right.
go.
Absolutely. Why not? So Pietro, you want to move yourself a little bit? You can start moving down the stairs, and then let's have the humans go, and then we'll have our pets. Mocklin, I'm going to say you burned your turn largely in saving everyone, but I will let you move down the stairs some if you'd like to go down the stairs. And then Monty, you do not have anyone shooting at you.
Nope, that's good.
You don't have any air daggers flying at you. As everyone moves out of the way, you're like, okay. So
He's
Mocklin,
looking around.
move?
I'll let Mocklin go first.
What's this?
It's just the stairs going to other stairs where I jammed things together with.
So that's the exit of the stairs, and that's the twisty. So we come around the twisty.
So right about here, you could probably jump down. Up here is too high.
How high is it up here?
You know what? I really should have done it the other way because I'm looking at it, and it looks like it's coming down.
Yeah.
To here, but I didn't do it that way because I didn't detect that at the time. This is the end. Okay.
Okay. So how high is it from up there?
Roughly,
I mean, you don't need to get a tape measure out.
Number. I think if you were to jump down, you're going to break both legs and probably do even more damage.
Excellent. Okay.
Well,
so it's about 20 feet, maybe.
That's going to be 30 feet if I'm going to break my legs.
Maybe 30.
Yeah.
And you might be able to land and roll, but right about in here is safe.
Just a quick question.
Yes, sir.
And this is relevant. Are we changing the order that we're acting in?
The order is really fluid in the game. So if you want to jump in because you've got an idea, that's fine.
I would like to jump in before anyone else, if that's okay.
So you may. However, we haven't finished with this round, which is we only have 3 things left. Which
I'm sorry, of course.
Monty and the pets.
Yeah. That's a good info.
I'm confused. So what? My action was to avoid getting hit. I don't. That's not my reaction.
Okay, that's fair enough. That is absolutely fair enough. Those of you that have avoided an attack, you still have your own action.
We should still get to act, shouldn't we? Yeah.
Yes,
otherwise, we're on the back. Otherwise, we're constantly on the back foot, just avoiding stuff.
Yeah. So let me have Monty and the pets go, and then let's jump back to all of you guys that have avoided the shots, including Mocklin, because I think his reaction was a reaction to something, and he hasn't had to have it get on his front foot. So let's do that. So Monty, what do you want to do? And then let's position our pets where we want.
We're just making a note of Monty and the Pets for future band names.
Monty and the Pets.
Monty and the Pets. I like it. Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It's a very sounds like a very 70s band name.
Exactly.
Monty and the Pets.
Very good.
He's looking for on the edge of the stairs. Is there any railing or kind of like scaffolding?
It's open. You can just tumble off.
Yeah, he was just looking to see if there's anything he can use a grapple hook on to kind of hop over.
If you want to make a roll for that, you may, but you're just going to be trying to jam it down into one of the stairs. Well, stairs going down don't work incredibly well.
No,
for
not
that.
really for a grapple. No, exactly.
So yeah, not. I mean,
Well,
you
if
might
there's
be
no,
able to.
if there's
You
no
might
edge,
be
you
able to
could.
jam it like right up in here
Yeah, well,
where it rounds there.
Because if there's no ledge, you could essentially jam it in this landing and then jump off this side,
Okay.
and then try and. He's just trying to do. I'll do a survey roll because that's the kind of thing just to check to see if it's viable or not. Where's my
So
pick?
this-
Where's my sheet gone?
So the survey roll will do more than that. It'll get you
Okay.
down there. So let's make this roll.
We're desperate, I guess. Or risky.
No, this is just risky.
Okay.
I mean, you might fall off your rope or something like that.
Yeah.
Be in a bad position and
Well, now
hurt.
he knows. Now he knows that all of them have fired. He's not so worried about being hit by rifles fire. So.
You know what? I will make it desperate because you could be fairly injured if
Yeah.
you fail. Fair
And
enough.
we know he's not. He has fallen into a canal.
Yeah, he has. Oh yeah, he knows how to fall.
He does.
Let's do it.
Okay, standard effect, limited effect.
Yes, standard. You will get right down there.
I'm gonna use. Better lucky than good might not be a good one first. Let's use the luck charm. I think.
Let's mark these off. We're burning them. Good, good.
Ooh,
Look at that.
Nice.
You can land it with a plum. No fiery wings, but you can place yourself down where you want to there.
That might be bad if a fire wings burned the rope.
Okay, those of you with pets, move your pets where you'd like them. If they're doing anything amazingly amazing, let me know before that, and then we'll move to our folks. Gotcha.
Well, Monty just
Monkey.
realized. Monty just kind of go, oh, maybe not. He's realized. He realized what the position he's put himself in.
I will tell you, Lorenzo, that the monkey does see that rope that's hanging off there that was used and could go down if you so choose.
Which
And be next where Monty is. He could be anywhere next to Monty if you so chose.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm sending the monkey down the rope.
Yep.
With his little, and I've given him the hand signal to use his swords on the nearest ninja.
Okay, so the monkey's rushing towards him,
He's
and you can make a.
and down the rope.
So I'll probably pause it right before he gets to make his attack, and definitely will be something that these guys will have to consider before they make their next action. With that, let's move back up to the rest of the folks that have avoided damage. Pietro.
Yes. So Pietro is going to use expertise,
Okay.
which means I have a flashback without costing stress. And the
Wonderful.
flashback was of Pietro working at the bench in his workshop with a clay pot,
Ooh.
a big pile of metal shrapnel,
Oh, yeah.
and he's very carefully pouring gunpowder
Ooh.
Ooh.
I see it.
into the
Hide, monkey, hide!
yeah. So from
Absolutely.
underneath his, and then we flash forward and we see Pietro pulling the very same clay pot out from under his cloak
Yes.
and throwing it down into the middle of these four cultists.
Wonderful. So aiming somewhere right in here. Got it.
Yep, basically around about here. Sorry, the monkey's on his own.
Very good.
Monkeys are
Yeah,
How's
well,
it going?
the monkey works with Lorenzo, so it wears a flak jacket.
I would probably.
Well,
bet it would
I'm
have
just
fun.
wondering if the monkey is strapped up with explosives as well. There could be a secondary explosion.
Okay, let's make this roll, and depending on the roll, we'll protect the monkey, and you might even have an extra grenade, depending
That's
on
it.
the
The
roll.
monkey could dodge behind this This one here.
So the
Very
monkey
good.
is. So the monkey is going after the bomb's being thrown, or is the monkey going first?
No. So the bomb's being thrown now after the monkey has made his move down. In fact, so
So
if you
should we
think
not-
about it, if you
not
think
down?
about it, go ahead.
You've paused it with the monkey about to attack.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
went back to all the people who have their actions. So
Yeah.
probably the monkey scampers down right as Pietro's throw. You know,
Okay.
he's probably not going, damn the monkey. He's going, there's the bad guys, and the monkey's now scampering towards him.
I mean,
just
from where
warning.
I am, I probably can't see the monkey
Yeah,
Wheelchair.
fair enough.
because I'm a bit back on the stairs, a bit back towards the wall,
Give me
and high
an
up. So
Let's see this.
yeah, from
Yep,
my
let's-
angle. Yeah. Anyway.
Let's see the roll.
Yep.
And it's
So
probably Tinker.
position. Yeah, it's Tinker.
Position's
Yeah.
risky. Actually, no. The position's desperate because of the monkey. Because
Okay.
we don't want to hurt the monkey. And then
Yeah.
the effect will be standard. It's not
Okay.
limited. It's standard.
I'm
Yep.
going to burn some stress to make to push up the effect.
Perfect. It'll be a great effect, and that will also protect the monkey if you succeed.
Yeah. And because of oh no, that's yeah. So that's it. Yeah. There's a 5.
Boom. So I'm going to say that this guy, this guy are out. The monkey is not hurt, but is blown backwards to here.
I'll catch him.
And then this guy is blown backwards a little bit, but he still steadies his rifle, aiming up towards you guys' direction. If you'd had a 6, you'd have killed them all. And, monkey would have stayed statue. But the 5, just giving you a little bit of grief. Let us move then to, and you know what? You can move too.
Can I
Just
move
move.
as well? Okay. How
Yeah,
far
just
can
move
I
down.
move?
Oh, you can move almost. Yeah, there you go. All the way down the stairs.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
And let's move to, Lorenzo or Sasha. Who wants to go? Actually,
Oh,
Lorenzo,
Lorenzo.
did you go? Yeah, because I think Lorenzo only responded, right? He dodged. Yeah, because you just dodged with your fireworks going cartwheels down the stairs. So you're the shooting flames out of all of your hidden things are starting to fizzle. What do you want to do?
I thought I was at ground level, but I'll just go until I can get to ground level.
Okay, so you rush down. Go ahead. You can be all the way down by Pietro if you want to.
I'd also, but do I get an attack as well?
Yeah,
can do something
sure.
as well,
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'll draw my rifle and try and shoot this dude.
Perfect. Go
in his-
for it.
In his other eye.
Got it. Now, for your edification, I'll show you this because this is in the background. And the this particular Dean is not simple to kill. Okay? So when you take this shot, you are aiming towards him and you are trying to do something to him.
I thought I would have to if he's got this stuff, then do I not have to then distract him and stuff and before I can-
Yeah. You
before I
can
can-
aim at his defense. You can try and distract him.
So there's not
You
much point.
can.
So there's not much point in trying to shoot him at this stage.
It's up to you.
I have a question.
Have I got
Yes, please.
a clear shot then without?
Oh yeah, you got a shot towards him. Go ahead. Pietro?
Are we getting married? Are we getting married?
Oh no. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
Dula with a Dean?
Dula. Oh no! And that's gonna be there the entire time during this. Oh man.
Sorry.
Cool. Oh,
Cool.
thank you very much. So,
alright.
so God bless spell check when I'm in a hurry. But yes, you are dueling with a dean, and
no, but
you
still
know,
got it. No, EL, not AL.
you might as well take the shot towards his defense because you take it down, right? And it's not coming back up. So anything you do will help everyone else.
Okay, well, I'll use my hand and shoot at them then.
Boom. Okay.
Risky, it's controlled.
Yep, it's risky. It'll be standard effect as you shoot towards him, and you hit. The only problem is he appears to have some form of shield in the air, but you think that you have damaged that shield to some extent. And bump, bump. You have. Remember, success for 5, 6, whatever. Anyway, his defense is down. And I'm going to move you back across to the Undercroft, where you are moving down. Sasha. I don't know why Rob's laughing so much, but it's got to be something to do with what I'm doing. Oh, my word.
I think he was scrolling on your image.
As you do. As you do. God bless.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So, Sasha, what do you do?
So just a quick recap. Did somebody say we've taken his defenses down?
Yeah, his defenses went down by 2.
By 2 pieces,
By
not all.
2 pieces. By 2
Yeah,
pieces.
Out of like 12
Bunches.
pieces or something. Yeah.
Hokey hokey.
This is not, you know, this is a big bad in a lot of ways.
Nah, nah.
Yeah, but we can, if we all chip away at his defense,
Yeah. When you pull out
we all
his
keep shooting at him.
when
Ah.
you pull out his squashed eye and throw it at him as a taunt.
That might distract him.
You can end for distract, understanding
Didn't the monkey eat the eye?
Yeah, he could stick it up or something. My monkey ate your eye.
So the joy of a distract or misdirect is that you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can, between 2 of you, should be able to get it down. Because a 6 would be 4, but it's resetting. At the end of the round, it goes empty.
But once you've got it down, you get a shot at him, don't you? Or you get
Yes, you do.
you get an extra shot, or how does it work?
You just nope. Whoever is next gets a shot that will actually do something. So going after the distract misdirect is a temporary quick fix to a, you might get a quick win, as opposed to carefully chipping down.
Defense will take him down. No, I'm going for defense.
And don't forget the other guy with the rifle. So
yeah, there is that.
There's still one more cultist with a rifle there.
There is indeed.
Okay.
And now a ghost. Yeah.
And now a ghost.
Yeah.
It seems to have drifted up somehow from the center of that symbol, where the body is, but you don't. Yeah, it sort of seems like you just push past that.
Hey.
Do you recognize the body, or is that?
No, it's another. And the entire time you're doing this, the dean is chanting. Go ahead.
Okay. Can I send my whippet in to do something as well?
Absolutely.
Now my whippet is fast. You've got to admit, isn't it?
Oh, it is ridiculous fast. Absolutely. You put it on the board. Where do you want it?
So, are you happy for me to say it can get almost anywhere within this?
Yep, absolutely.
Little zone.
Go for it. Send that
Okay.
whippet.
I'm sending the whippet in, and I'm going to tell the whippet, snaffle the book.
Ooh, nice. So you can get right next to the book. There.
Basically,
Whippet's grabbing the book.
Whippet's
Wonderful.
right in the book.
All right. And now, Sasha, what do you do?
I am shooting at one eye.
Boom. Let's hear. Let's see what happens.
Yay. Sorry, I've got to keep opening up sheets and stuff because I've got to keep it cool on my machine. So yeah, I am shooting at one eye. I'm going to use my sharpshooter ability. Push yourself to do one of the following: makes a trick shot, disarm someone, make a ranged attack or extreme distance, or unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress your target, your terrain, the effects. Because he's chanting something. Is he reading from the book or not?
He's not reading from the book. He seems to just be chanting as he's focusing on sending different things your guys' direction, but he is continuing to chant. So go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm shooting at him to try and
stop the chanting.
Distract him and stop the chanting and distract him. And
okay, so you are aiming for distract. Let's take a shot.
I'm not using my special silver bullets, mind. I'm just using,
Perfect. Well done.
Okay. So is this desperate? It is desperate, isn't it? Pretty desperate. This is pretty desperate.
Okay, I'll agree. So
we've got to take this guy down.
So we'll have standard. Thank you for your. I've got friends in high places and low places. Okay.
Okay, standard effect.
Yes. And by the way, that's dual spelled like in how the English do. It's not American. I'm joking. I'm joking.
In both sides of the Atlantic.
Yeah. Okay. As opposed to so many other things. Okay. So you are aiming.
Yep.
Distract.
Yep. And I'm using my lucky charm to try and get a really good result.
Let's do it. There's the 5.
Now that's weird because the board says I got a 6 and a 6.
Oh, okay. We do. We take that.
That's a critical hit.
That's
says
good.
I got 2 6s, and yet the screen says I haven't.
Well, we always take the chat. I believe.
We take the one in the chat. We always take the one in the chat. And I think with a double like that we have filled this up. At least for this round. At least for this round.
Get him, boys!
And I would say he probably stops chanting.
Kick the shit out of him! Can I also move? I just want to move to the point where I can then jump down next time round.
Absolutely. In fact, you can jump down. Go for it.
I can jump down as well.
Yeah, go ahead. So who hasn't gone? Lorenzo's run across. Pietro's done. Mocklin, have you gone?
Nope.
Mocklin's not gone. Monty's not gone.
All right. Let's see what those guys do.
Monty, what are you going to do?
Well, I thought this was the movement after the reaction, so I didn't have to react, so I had my first go.
Yeah, you did. Got it. So
the monkey.
Thank you. By the way, Monty, for being so honest and good.
Oh.
I think he should get bonus go for his honesty.
Gold star for Monty.
I think he should be allowed to at least move somewhere. Let him move somewhere, Anthony, for his honesty.
I'll reserve a special die for him at some point that I'll give him.
Oh,
I'm an honest die. I'm an honest
die. Okay, so I think that leaves Mocklin. Is that correct? In this round before the other side gets to do something.
Yeah. So basically, oh hell no. I don't need to. I'm going to. There's enough blood in here.
Oh, are you going to?
Hurt him, hurt him,
Yeah.
hurt him. Come on. His defenses are down. Distracted.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the blood that's on the floor, and basically I'm going to get daggers of air, ice, flame daggers. Okay, I'm going to get all the elements to go into sharp daggers, and I'm basically just going to pepper him with all of them.
And this is using the blood to draw the extra power. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and there's going to be blood daggers in there as well. There's going to be daggers of all sorts. And they're basically just going to come straight up from the dead bodies from the explosion. Okay. And they're just going to arc straight on over to him whilst he's distracted.
2 stress. Perfect. Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to take another 2 stress to add a die. I'm also going to use a vulgar display of power, and I'm also going to use my lucky charm, and I'm going to use my fine arcane focus.
Hey,
so that should be 1 extra dice.
Whole bunch.
Yeah, so that doesn't actually do anything. So 2, 3, 3 extra dice.
Okay.
Or you could increase the effect. Use one of those to increase the effect.
Great.
To make it great effect.
That's true.
Instead of normal effect.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. So we're at great effect. It's risky.
Yeah.
And let's go.
So I get 2 dice.
I will say
3 bonus die. I think it was, wasn't it? But
you're using one of them.
But you're going to use 1, so just 3 bonus dice.
And you take 2 stress.
Oh, we've got Lady's Favour as well. Do you want to use that?
Can do. What does that do?
Go for it.
Hey,
what does that do?
Gives you another dice.
Another dice.
So that's 4
You guys
extra
are going all in.
dice.
You guys are going all in.
Oh yeah,
All in this one roll, yeah.
Oof.
Well, I got a 6.
Wow. But there's a
1
6.
6. Damn it, I was hoping for 2. But
So was I.
we've got great effect anyway.
But we got a great effect.
He stumbles back and is bleeding profusely. Damn you! He says.
But I shout back,
As,
no, damn you for killing Owen and stealing his fucking book. I'm coming down there and I'm going to slit your tongue out of your mouth.
Amazingly, a set of stairs opens going further down. As he had finished some sort of incantation. And he stumbles back bleeding and slumps against this wall. But it is their turn now. And I'm in the wrong layer, so I can't move him. It's the wall. This guy is freaking out, and he decides to shoot the whippet. He's got the book. And so he is going to shoot the whippet, but I will let Sasha make an action of some sort to avoid that happening.
Doesn't the monkey have a go yet? Because it's halfway
The monkey got blown back, came down. You know what? The monkey... Didn't the monkey do something?
It just came down the rope.
Nope, it came down the rope and pulled out its daggers.
Yeah,
If
you
would like
said you were pausing on the attack.
Yep. So if you want to, we can have the monkey go before we start what they're doing. So if you want the monkey to scamper across towards that guy and stab him, feel free.
And can I use a lucky break on him?
Use a what?
Yeah, I do. But how am I rolling for the monkey? Am I just using my own?
You just roll it. You just roll it.
And can I use
the lucky abilities?
Use the lucky break.
Yes, you may. Lucky charm.
An extra dice, yeah.
Yes. He's got his little knives out.
So this is controlled.
It's risky. And well, no, it's not. It's desperate because it's going to blast a whippet if you fail. And yeah. So yeah, it'll be.
So my lucky break. Does that give me an extra die, or can I change the effect?
You can change the effect, and I'm going to give you a limited effect because they're little bitty knives.
So I'm going to use that to make a great effect.
Okay. Well, it'll be standard effect, and so your knives will get the places they need to get. Go ahead. And it's a 5. So you have wounded him badly. You can put the monkey over there next to him. And he screams and drops his rifle.
He saves the dog.
It shoots towards the dog when it hits the floor. But I will give an extra die to Sasha to avoid the damage.
Okay, so the whippet is maneuvering behind the podium to try and avoid the damage.
With the book, right?
Yep, with the book clamped in its jaws.
Okay. Zips back that direction. And so make a roll to avoid this inopportune shot when the rifle hits the ground that would have hit the whippet. And add yourself an extra die.
Risky or desperate? What is it for this whippet?
Well, it's desperate because it would hit the whippet and do some serious damage.
Okay. And standard?
Standard.
Okay, standard. But an
and
extra
give yourself
dice.
the extra die. Yep. From the fact that it's not an aimed shot or anything else.
Oh! It's got a 3.
Bang! The whippet gets shot and stumbles back this way and is bleeding pretty badly. You're going to need to do something to save it. All of you know how she feels about this whippet. Okay? It is the bad guy's turn. They're in a terrible situation. The guy with the monkey is honestly trying to fend off this monkey that is stabbing him. He's dropped his weapon. And he's going, ah, as this monkey is just freaking stabbing him.
That's so disturbing.
It is.
It's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. With his 2 little knives just tearing this guy up. And the dean is going to cast a spell.
If we put the monkey in a white shirt and blue dungarees and give him an orange wig, can we call him Chucky?
So the dean looks around, sees Mocklin across the way, and he says something guttural. And out of his own blood, killing himself, he sends a lance of blood at you.
Did you say killing himself?
He killed himself to do it. Dude plucked out an eyeball to spy on you.
It's true.
True.
So with this shot, he expires, but this is coming at you for serious freaking damage. You have not seen this weave. You're a bit concerned because you don't even know how to react to it because it's so different and evil. But it's coming right at you. Whatever you do is going to be absolutely desperate because this is a killing blow. He has sacrificed himself completely to try and destroy you. What do you do, Mocklin? Oh, I need to do one other thing. Because
hydrogen peroxide gets rid of blood.
Nice.
Okay, so we've just moved map.
I didn't move the map, did I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, ignore this. As I move something up because of the magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I see him do something, and I see this lance heading towards me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna basically roll down the stairs.
It's guiding itself at you. It's not gonna. It's gonna take something besides a simple dodge.
Mm.
Now I say that meanly and evilly, but this is what it is. He has burned himself out completely magically and his life to send this bolt of horror at you. You can roll to try and roll away from him, but it's going to be limited effect and have all sorts of other issues. I really need to go to the restroom. I know we only have 20 minutes. If you guys don't mind if I slip away for a quick pee while you guys are discussing your next move, and I really cannot believe that I showed you something I shouldn't have, but it is what it is. Okay, be right back.
So what are you going to do then, Mocklin? What are you going to do? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Spill.
I'm
Spill.
going to use. No, I'm going to use an item that I've got on me, which is my lady's kiss.
Ooh.
A powerful charm that protects against supernatural threats.
Oh, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Nice one.
I mean, you can't really. I've burned the special armor protecting Lorenza.
Yeah. Yeah.
It fits the description.
Certainly does. Yeah.
I'm quite surprised he didn't actually use that. Obviously, he's a shit knack. Maybe I should take up being the dean of knackery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, well, there's a vacancy.
Yeah.
Well, there is now.
Yeah. The last dean died in suspicious circumstances, they say.
Right, now, being serious, that's drawn my eyes, and I've never used it because I've never been in a predicament where I've actually added extra stress to do something to get a result. I've got 3 stress left. Normally I would use a magical blockade or something, but I know full well that would cost me a minimum of 1 stress. Maybe if to negate it completely, the lady's kiss and 1 stress, I could afford that. I think.
Sorry. I was absolutely desperate. Okay.
I think
So what are
I
you gonna
might
do?
be able to get away with just using the object and not take stress. I think that is the best thing. Right, okay, so I see
What
this thing
object?
coming. So the only thing that I can do is I basically pull out. I basically grip hold of a charm that I've got hanging around my neck. Okay, and basically it's a feather. And I hold on to it, and I go, and everybody hears me say, "I've never had to use you. I hope to fuck you work." And I wait to see what happens. And it's called the Lady's Kiss. It's a powerful charm that protects against supernatural threats. And knackery is supernatural.
So what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do for this. So instead of letting you just get away with that, what I'm going to do is I will give you 2 dice removed from its attack.
Sorry, 2 dice to...
No. I will give you a bonus 2 dice to what you do to avoid the effect. I keep playing the game the wrong way.
Okay. So in which case, this was plan B, which is using the lady's kiss while sticking up a shield of so it's a blood lance, right?
Yes, it is. You can feel the life and death mixed in it.
Okay, so what I want to do is I basically what I want to do is I want to go and then spit some phlegm out and basically move it using the water weave from the phlegm to basically put a shield at where the lance is coming. Okay, so I'm going to empower it with a little bit of magic, and I'm going to hope that and the lady's kiss charm is enough to basically stop a lot of hurt.
Got it.
Or negate it completely.
You're not using any blood magic.
I'm not using any blood magic. How much stress would I take?
You're going to take 2 stress, and it's going to have limited effect. But you're going to have
if it's going to be 2 stress, then I might as well use blood magic, because that's going to be 2 stress anyway.
Absolutely. Well, no, any magic.
But you're going to need stress. We ain't got down to the bottom floor yet.
And blood magic may or may not be ticking up a certain clock. Just so you know.
Don't be doing it.
What clock? I haven't seen that clock on that map that you accidentally showed us.
No,
I've not seen any of that.
Did not see any kind of thing.
So don't give us forewarned info, Mr. GM.
No
That's the worst thing you can do to us players.
No foreshadowing.
I don't.
Can you just read out the ability of this charm again for me, please?
It's a powerful charm that protects against supernatural threats.
Yep. I'm giving him 2 extra dice. That's a powerful charm.
It's powerful. Really, really powerful. I mean, it's 3 times more powerful than you're making out it to be.
And it only does that thing. That should do that thing really well.
It should be really, really powerful at doing what it's doing.
But this is a blood magic shot from a guy who killed himself to do it.
This is a one-off charm that you can't really reuse.
No, you can.
Oh, I'm
sorry, you can't oversell it. No, I'm being honest. I'll get an extra die that way.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
Right. Okay. I'm not going to use the magic. I'm just going to try and. I'm going to basically spit out at it.
Oh my God! There's now 2 ghosts.
And I'm
just there are.
Going to. And I'm going to basically. How much stress would I take if I tried to trickle a little bit of magic into the lady's kiss?
1.
I'll take the 1 stress to trickle a little bit of magic into the lady's kiss. That then means I can use channel. I get 2 extra dice. What is it? Risky or desperate? Desperate.
And limited effect. Yep.
And I get 2 poxy dice.
Okay.
Guys, before I roll it, I've really enjoyed playing this game. It's absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. I've loved every week. I got a 6!
Oh! Nice.
There it is.
Oh
there it
my
is.
God.
That's the
Squeaky
6,
bum
that's the 6 you needed.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, it is limited effect. And so some of this splashes through upon you. And you are going to take, and let me really carefully look at this and say the right thing.
It trims your hair.
What's
not
going to happen?
You're now impotent.
To. 'Take. 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 '
Ruby's
Oh
pregnant.
yeah, Lorenzo. Ruby's pregnant. I'm gonna have a child.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking about calling it Lorenzo.
Is you sure it's yours?
That's why I'm calling it
brutal.
Lorenzo.
So I gave you one harm. It's burned soul.
Bastard! Why would you do such a horrible thing?
Because he's a mean GM.
He is. I succeed on
body
the
that's
thing
right
and I
here-
still take harm.
That body tumbles down the
Six.
stairs
You
when
didn't
they
just
open up,
succeed. You rolled a 6.
I know.
and then these things start moving out. It was limited effect. There we go. What do you guys do? It's all you do as you please. This guy right here expires under the monkey's repeated stabbing.
Right.
It's one of the
I'm
most
gonna say-
brutal, one of the most brutal things you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like death by butter knife. You know, it's
I tell you what.
horrific.
I'm locking my bedroom door at night. That's having that thing running around the apartment. It's enough to give me nightmares.
I'm
The
wondering how good he
monkey
would be for
appears to
doing
enjoy
butchery.
it. Yeah, that monkey appears to enjoy it just a little bit too much.
The monkey puts away
Yeah.
the knife. Monkey puts away the knife and then draws a couple of razor blades.
Mm.
Oh my god! Now what's he gonna do? Is he taking trophies?
Yep, he's ready for the next.
Is there like a little monkey serial killer
You got
hideout
the
somewhere
string of
with
ears.
with
You have a
ears?
yeah, you have to be ears.
Oh my god!
What have you been allowing in your house? Go ahead.
Well,
Okay, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna take a shotgun to this thing.
Boom. Okay, I will just say you guys can shoot those things. Boom, boom. Take
Okay,
away
right,
your silver shots for doing it.
Let's.
I'll say
let's
you and
grab that-
Sasha. Yep, you and Sasha each get rid of one of those.
Grab that
And
book and go down the stairs.
okay,
I'm going to my whippet.
okay.
Oh god, yeah, got to save the whippet.
The whippet is hurt badly. It's panting, and it looks up at you, and you can tell if something significant doesn't happen, the whippet's a goner.
Okay,
You might be able to do somebody that you might be able to do some sort of tinker. You might be able to do something magically, but without something to fix what's happened. Your whippet. What's whippet's name? What's whippet's name?
Can't remember what I named it. Can't remember.
You can say whatever you want now, because all I'm doing is making it even more painful for everybody who's watching.
Make it personal, yeah.
When there's
yeah.
Shadow. I'm calling it Shadow.
You're muted, Rob.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
No.
I'm gonna try a tinker roll and see if I can bandage it up, or pull out the slug or something.
Rob, you want to assist with magic?
What for a
Save-
dog?
Right,
Say
let's try the
it's-
tinker. Let's try the
it's-
tinker roll first.
Tinker roll first, yeah. Position.
Yep. It's going to be
control,
desperate. It's going to be limited. Desperate,
Yeah,
limited.
There's that 6.
Okay.
Nice.
The dog
Oh,
is
no.
stabilized.
Oh,
No,
five,
No,
four,
no,
four, three.
no. It's
Oh.
a 5 and a
It
4
was
and
a
a 4.
5.
5, 4, 4,
It was
3.
a 5.
Oh,
Okay. So the
Ooh, I got a
whippet is
desperate roll.
stabilized. I will say it's stabilized but bleeding. You
Right.
have limited time to get it somewhere where a true medical person can deal with it, or where a knack can apply healing.
Well, unfortunately, I think we've got to get down these stairs and deal
Fair enough.
with.
And you have
going on
time to
down
do
there.
such your puppy is not going to pass in the next hour. You probably have about an hour.
Auntie would like to put
Okay.
some sweet sleep in the blood pile to contaminate it to make sure it's not.
Okay.
He doesn't know if that's going to make any difference, but he's thinking if this is a pool of blood, he wants to make sure it's not just blood, so it can't be.
Okay.
To limit
Absolutely.
the-
So that bowl of blood that was used to draw out the tracery on the floor,
Yep,
is now contaminated.
Yep.
Very good. All right.
Okay.
might not make
So
any
what I'm
difference, but he was like, well, I'll just mess this up if I can.
So
Now we're there. Okay.
now we
Oh,
are
we've
into
never
the
seen this map
tomb
before,
of
have
the
we?
Deathless.
No.
No, not a clue what this is.
No,
Yeah,
it's not
you
even a
guys,
circular
I
rune.
swear.
It's oval.
Yeah, I try so hard to give you guys great games, and then you give me such crap that I just have to do that. Okay, so you see before you two statues. One of them appears to be the lady from what you know as your mythos as the goddess. You don't recognize the other one, but they stand side by side upon a whirling pool of magical energy. It is ridiculously intense. All of you who could normally not feel magic, you feel an itchy sensation that turns to a numbing feeling rapidly as this thing roils around a central figure who is striding back and forth angrily. Opposite you is a well. Out of the well are coming a few spirits. And I will then ask you what you would like to do. I do know that we are dead out of time. I am perfectly happy to stop right here and deal with the last of the Deathless in about 4 weeks as we all come back from various things. Or we can attempt to have a little conversation and see what we can do, because there is the possibility of a quick solution. I won't say how. And then, guys, so let's give you each a round to think of what you want to do. And so as you come down the stairs, this is what you see. The last of the Deathless is pacing back and forth. He's bigger than you. He is probably twice the height of any of you. He's wearing antiquated armor and is sparkling with his own magic. And his eyes are crazed. If you think about the fact of how long he's probably been trapped here, this guy's insane.
I would say that these statues are part of the thing that's trapping him here. What we've got to do is we've got to stop. The ritual was supposed to open the gates of the dead, and I'm guessing that's the well. So hopefully the book will have a clue as to how we can close that gate again. Auckland, it's all on you, guy.
It's
Am
even
I
better when
right
you're
in saying that this is Owen's book?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was.
It should hopefully have the ritual on how to close the.
Yeah, so I'll scan through the forbidden book.
So I will ask for a roll.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's desperate, and it will have standard effect to find what you need to find in the time you need to find it. Meanwhile, these things are approaching your team. I assume that you're going to blast them.
I'm going to blast them, keep them away from us. That's
very good.
Approach.
And we're burning through some silver, but that's okay. And so I will say that these 3 are now taken care of. However, make sure you keep track of your silver that is being depleted as more probably coming up.
Right.
I'm down to 2 shells.
I've not fired yet, so I've got 8 to use.
Very good.
So did you say that reading the book was desperate?
It's desperate, and it is. It's going to be standard effect.
5 and a 2.
5. Okay. So you find. So you don't get a 6, but you find the section that deals with the Well of Souls and the portal and the gate to the other side. Okay. So we've got to close the gate. As you look down the well, Mocklin, you can see that the well is roiling with souls that are in torment and are feral beyond belief and are pushing slowly upwards through this channel. This is where they've all been coming from. This is what caused the mass hysteria on the mountain. Who knows how many people were killed in the stampede as people were running. And you can feel that there is a push and a pull on this. And you feel that there's been a heck of a lot of blood magic moved to deal with this. You know that you get this feeling that in the blood magic itself, the 2 conjoined elements are life and death. Death has been opening the hole. Life will shut it. I suggest you say that to your team and see what they think.
Let's chuck in the dog. That'll close it. I'm joking.
And get you killed by somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any annotations to any reference to life magic?
So it is part of blood magic.
Right. No, what I want to know is to sacrifice life magic would cross over into death, surely.
So
Well, not if you don't kill someone.
So what I'm going to ask for is a roll to figure out how to use this life magic. This is a tough roll. And by the way, you can consult your friends and make it a group roll if you want, which takes extra stress. You can do it on your own.
Okay, so right, guys, limited time. I know. I found a passage. So basically, all of this blood magic. There's 2 elements that join everything. You've got the element of life and you've got the element of death. Death I'm familiar with. We all are. We've been doing it since we've got together. The element of life, I'm not too sure exactly what needs to happen to take that. I need to investigate further. My instinct that Owen has always taught me to rely on is maybe life magic is a part of an individual. So I'll use this as an example. Monty, Lorenzo, Pietro, and Sasha, you all contribute voluntarily a portion of your essence.
You've got to be shitting me that you've hit on what I was unbelievable. Okay,
but I don't know how to do it. I need time to read the book because I've never come across this. I don't know how it's going to affect you guys. I don't know how much we're going to need. I can't just throw something in there and
I need a roll.
You know, so
I need a roll to figure it out.
Give me time to figure it out.
Yeah, to voluntarily sacrifice some years of our life, something like that.
Your time is dying.
What is it? Risky, controlled, desperate again?
It's desperate.
Okay.
But it'll be a standard effect.
I'm going to use channel to try and work out what it means because it's more of a magical rather than a study thing. Okay. Limited effect.
Absolutely.
No stress. No extras. There's my 6.
You got it. Okay. You understand. You understand that for a wound from any of your friends, you can cast towards filling the clock of life. So any of your friends that volunteers to take a bloody wound, you can cast and see what you get to try and fill that clock.
How many pieces are there? There's 6 pieces, right?
Yes, there are.
3, 6.
But you could roll well.
Close the gate. Open the gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about the animals? Can they freely? The monkey. Would the monkey understand?
So the monkey and the dog have 1 wound.
So that's no good.
If you take the monkey, he is on death's door, and may not make it.
Well, the thing is, we don't want to kill them because that would then be filling the death clock.
No, exactly. Right. So very quickly, sorry, time out on this one. The harm bar. 1 is 1 wound, right? 2 is another wound.
No. 1 wound is 1 roll of a dice. If you rolled a 6, it would fill X amount of slots.
Yep. So remember, so we're going to do, if you roll a 1, 2, 3 is not going to work. A 4, 5 will give you 2. A 6 will give you 3. A double 6 will give you 4.
Right. Okay. So so I need to know so I can actually tell my coterie what effects are going to happen. So what would happen?
You're just feeling this roiling thing. I mean, you don't see clocks.
No,
I mean,
just do it. Just do it on me. Just do it on me.
Right.
I'm going to pull out a knife. Yeah. Are you ready? I'm gonna.
He doesn't understand what he's rolling. Okay.
Yeah.
If you can explain to him what he's rolling when Pietro stabs himself.
It's not about the clock. I want to know what the effects are to doing it. So I'm looking at a harm thing under my stress bar. Would that wound constitute as a 1 harm, like my burned soul is?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So for less effect.
And the next one's a 2. The next one's a 3.
Right. Okay. In that case, slip my own hand first. I freely give this blood.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
And then I use my channel. And whilst I'm doing this, I recite what I found and how it all works and what what everything is.
So should I do this at the same time?
Limited effect.
Yeah.
Does that give him an extra dice?
Yes, it will.
So
yes, it will.
4 and 2.
Yep. So we're going to give you. Yep.
Now Pietro's turn.
Yep.
Okay, so
Okay. I freely give this blood of life. Cut my hand.
okay, and I'll channel that through. So a 4, 4, and a 4.
Nice.
But I am racking up the desperate rolls. Okay, I need some more.
Is this filling up the dice or not?
It's
It
slowly
doesn't seem to be
doing
filling
it.
up the dice.
Yeah, it's
it's
slowly doing
filling
it.
up the pie.
Absolutely.
One more.
I think we need
Okay.
more. I think we need more. It's
I shut up. I pull out a dagger, slice the hand. I freely give this blood of life. Get on with it.
Very good.
I got a 5 on
There's
that
a
one.
five.
So that fills it up.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's awesome. And you're like, ah, crap. It's filled it most of the way, but you got to do it one more. You think you may have to do it one more time.
Oh,
The
shit.
this thing goes all the way up. You each have a wound, a full up wound on your character sheets, which is a slash to a hand.
Lorenzo doesn't. Or
No, he does
Lorenzo
not.
Doesn't.
Neither does Monty.
Neither
Monty
does
doesn't.
Monty.
So
Go for
we
it.
will do the same. We will
Okay,
give the
let's
split.
do it.
Okay.
And you can see the roiling
What are we rolling for?
mass. You see a mass.
You're not rolling anything. You're just
of the-
saying the words.
just,
You freely give this blood of life.
No,
Oh.
nothing.
3 and 2 and a 1
nothing.
for Monty.
Oh,
Monty's nothing. You can
That's
see the
one pie,
bubbling
isn't it?
pool.
Or is it not? Oh.
It's no, but the
Seems like
bubbling
it's
pool of the creatures below is rising.
Okay, Lorenzo.
I mean, it's an
Are you in?
entire.
I'm
You
in.
could, you could almost imagine that your world would turn to a dark, sick, twisted thing. You would have to hide behind some sort of magic to survive if you didn't.
See,
beat
I knew
this.
Nax with a master race.
because I contaminated the blood,
It's
isn't
a
it? By
kind of
fire?
magic.
Yeah.
It's a
Hang on a
kind of
second.
magic.
If it wasn't for Nax, this wouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay,
Yeah,
who's next? Cutting
Lorenzo,
themselves.
are you into taking a wound from life?
Yep.
I think Lorenzo has done already. It's Monty.
No,
Monty
Monty's.
did.
Monty's
with a
done
fail.
already.
Yeah.
Monty got the
Monty's
3,
was the
2,
three-
1.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yep. So Lorenzo is giving his powerful blood.
Yep. I freely give my blood. I shot my finger.
Fucking
much
hell.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, where's all those double sixes? Come on.
Okay. In which case, I go for a
Monkey.
second slash, shoo, straight across my hand. So that puts
Okay,
me at
more blood
2
is
harm.
pumping out.
2
Yes.
harm. Okay. And I'm going to take 2 stress to negate the -1 dice.
Very good.
Does the monkey know what's going on?
It's freaking out because everyone's cutting themselves.
That put me on. Full. Oh no, it will be this one. Right. So, desperate.
If you think the monkey's like a 2-year-old, it's watching his
Limited.
dad cut itself. It's not happy. Oh, there you go.
Critical
That is-
success.
Yes.
Freaking
The
awesome.
House of Topa. I need
Very
more.
good. No, it's full. It's full.
Oh.
So I said that.
And then red flames come out of my ass.
So what happens is, as you guys are dribbling your lifeblood down this hole, it starts to seem to shrink as far as the far end of it. And it shrinks and it shrinks and it shrinks until it shuts.
It's like my sphincter.
Now, thankfully, you did not have to fight the last of the Deathless.
Double cost.
Instead,
Mm.
oh God, here we go. You are here in the tomb of the Deathless as he paces back and forth angrily with one pie piece between him and that circle having gone away. I was counting it the entire way. Every time magic was used anywhere on Necropolitan Hill.
Mm.
So the folk tale of magic being used on Metropolitan Hill being a bad thing was real.
Okay,
Truth,
I'm gonna
yeah.
walk up
Guys,
to I'm gonna walk up to the
And
barrier.
again, the world might be better off with less knacks.
Wait. Right, so I walk over to the barrier, I turn round and I go like this. With me in this, I'm taking a selfie.
Very good.
Uh,
So you guys, this sub tomb down below has now been found. The last of the Deathless, you can see, is living but crazed beyond belief from the millennia of being in that tiny circle. You can walk away from this and know that that clock in the top corner will gradually dissipate because there's no one filling it, and deal with things on the outside. You have shut this down.
Yeah. I think that's exactly
would
what we
happen
should do.
if
In fact, I think we should carefully pick up the shadow and
Yes.
get them to some help.
Mm.
What would happen if
And
we
you
let him out again?
You don't know. I mean, there's multiple problems here. I did have sitting in this corner, and I'll do this. I did have Argos ready to go,
Oh, yep.
but we didn't deal with Argos.
Thank God.
Which would have been really interesting. It wasn't an optimal solution, but it was just about as optimal as you could get. Okay. The Deathless didn't get out. Argos did not come into play as the well opened all the way. He may be loose in the world because we know he's been loose in the world. But not too bad.
Yeah.
You guys have taken
We've got to
some
go up the
wounds.
stairs.
You guys limp back upstairs, and
Is there a way
go.
to close the portal?
Oh, you can. Yeah, absolutely.
Close these stairs up and
without taking stress.
Yep, you can. I think each
I
way
want to close
you can
that
go
portal for these stairs.
and you guys shut things down as you go up. You are probably the only people in Ilrian who know the actual resting place of the Deathless, the last of the Deathless.
Well, I think we should keep it that way.
Yeah.
Very good. So it's 10:18.
Anybody want a job in the House Stoper?
So next time when we come back, what I would like to do is deal with some of the minor things, because you have saved your world from becoming Duskfall. Okay? You were a pie piece away, probably, from what I was going to have is a fighting retreat to your house, and I was going to intimate to Rob that the electrical flashes of energy kept the folks away, the bad spirits. and your town was going to become the not prototypical, the proto Duskfall, as you were trying to save as many people as possible by setting up lightning towers to protect the town from the raving undead. Instead, in your world, with a hair of grace, you slip by and it does not become Duskfall. Ilrian continues. You all understand where you are, and we will see what happens next time. Next time will be a ball in which I am asking you lots of questions because it is the end. The questions will be things, because it's further in the future, about marriages, about what may have been done to help Tita in her position, because it's a bad position. And you have heard rumor, I say it now, that House Lavelle has made move to provide a suitable marriage option.
Of course they have.
So I would like to come back in the near future and have a settling of events where our wonderful team deals with their success and talks about how things move forward. With that, Rob, if you can clear us off, and we'll talk for just 2 seconds beyond.
Yeah, not a problem. Everybody watching,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
have fun.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Yay!